Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, White Ice at Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Asham Curling Supplies.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here in Whitewood Community Center for live coverage from the 2019 SaskTel Tankard. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm here with Kim Hudson and Susan Lang.
Hello and welcome, curling fans.
And apologies to the fans of the Lloyd Fell foursome.
Yes.
We had misprint in the program. We'll talk about that more a little bit later. But we thought we were doing that game this afternoon. That game's over on sheet 4. So our feature matchup will be J.Hartung against Mike Armstrong. That game will be the game on sheet 3. We will follow all of the games here in this draw 4. Thursday afternoon, it's all B event action. On sheet 1, we've got Ryland Kleider, defending junior champion, against Brent Geddick. Sheet 2, it is Brady Kendall against Steve Howard. Our feature matchup I just told you about is on sheet 3, and the match between Ryan Dice and Lloyd Fell that we thought we were going to be featuring is actually scheduled for sheet 4. We'll keep an eye on all of those scores for you. As always, the teams have a practice session beforehand and draw to the button for last rock. They're just about set to get underway, and before that happens, we're going to meet the teams.
Hi, I'm Mike Armstrong, skip of Team Armstrong. Our third is Garrett Springer, second Grady Lamontagne, lead Jake Riplinger, and we curl at the Highland Curling Club in Regina.
Hi, I'm J.Hartung, skip of Team J.Hartung. Our third is Jason Krupski. Our second is Jeremy Chevrier. Our lead is Chad Petrachik, and we curl out of the Langenburg Curling Club in Langenburg, Saskatchewan.
As we mentioned, they do draw to the button for last rock. It was the Armstrong team winning that draw to the button, so they'll have last rock, and the Hartung team with the Yellowstones getting us underway is Chad Petrachik. The teams always discuss this first shot before they go out there, and they never signal for us whether they're playing it in or as a guard.
I know lots of times when I'm doing stats, all you can sort of go off is the body language. Are they happy where it turned out or not?
I say when you're doing stats, you just give them 4 out of 4.
Oh, I give them 0 because they didn't tell me what they were doing. Actually, and Jeff making a very pronounced high, we are Team J.Hartung, just because we have Team K.Hartung. His two sons are playing, Cody and Tyler, on a different team. So we've got two Hartung teams here, same family, 2 generations.
Well, whether you signal it or not, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the call.
Yes.
Come across the center guard and sit on this side.
306 on that one.
So, we said this is play in the B event here this afternoon. These teams are, after losing their first game, are 5 games back in the B event. It does take 5 straight W's now to gain that spot into a 1-2 game. So the B event here is a crucial event to be in because you still have that opportunity to be playing in that big game on the 1-2 game, but long road to go here. But what you do is you just take it one game at a time, one end at a time, and don't look too far ahead in the draw, and just try to get out of this one and stay in the B for the next one.
It's an interesting point, Susan. It's something we haven't really talked about yet. That, you know, we were at the Scotties a couple of weeks ago in Humboldt, and the round robin draw that they play for the women's, everybody knows how many games they're going to play. The triple knockout, the biggest difference of it is you can stay in that A, for instance. If you win the A, win the Page playoff, you're 6 games and you're into the championship final, that being your 6th. If you have to come through the C event in this event, you've got a long road. You're talking about 10 games to win the province in 5 days, and really, you might have only played 2 of those in the first 2 days. You could be looking at 8 games in the last 3 days.
Yeah, it's a marathon at the end. It certainly can be.
63.
The trade-off, though, is that as long as you're still playing,
not bad.
you know you're still alive. Whereas
like
in some of
that.
those round robins,
You
if
like
you lose
it?
a few early, you're waiting on somebody to help you.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't control your own fate, so to speak.
Exactly. Or you know that you're mathematically eliminated and you're still out there playing.
It's maybe the worst part
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard, boys.
You really gotta go.
This is still just the 5th stone of the end. They can run back the yellow, but if they kill the red,
Oh, yeah, no, he,
it's going to go back.
Soft.
So again,
Come on,
that's
Darryl.
always imperative on the
Right there, Mikey.
throwing team there to mark where that rock was, and good job by Jason there
Thanks,
to
Mike.
to do that.
Yeah, you're
Lots
right.
of times we see teams just sort of walk away and then they have to figure out where to put that rock back.
Line's good.
It's close.
Wait's close.
7 by itself.
Yeah, looks here. Close.
There.
Okay.
We're a little off.
We're back. Okay. Line's good.
Yeah, we're.
Okay.
Well, looking for the come around here. This is going to be deep, and not sure if it's even going to stop.
Okay, Grady.
J.Hartung doing his best to get it all the way through. Will hang on for a bite at the back of the 12-foot, so it is Mike Armstrong sitting 2.
Like that same thing, Jeff?
But
70.
it's
Or rock that
sketchy
you
though.
throw.
The only
I'm
thing
feeling
is,
bad
this
after
one's
I-
probably staying. You could do this. This is probably going there.
Yeah, I don't mind the peel. It's up to you guys.
I mean, I like it. It's a little
like
bit.
it.
You know what I
Gotta
mean?
make it though. He's a peel.
Would you
pretty
sooner
good.
do this?
Whatever you like, Jeff.
Well, I don't like either of them. I think we got to do that.
Don't like it, but we're going to do it.
Whatever you like.
Peel.
Yep.
It's 3rd down and 10. We have to punt.
Now, it's not a situation where you love to peel the center when you don't have last rock, but
Close.
situation in the house is already against you.
Whoa, not
The
yet.
scary thing here is you could squirt the red into the rings and be facing 3. Well, it stays right there. Get a bit of a break and spin that one yellow in. Looks like it did.
Yeah, by lots. I don't remember
know
where
if
the
it's-
one is in the back,
Yeah, I
but
don't know if it's got second shot or not.
it's close, I think.
You know, that's not bad.
Yeah, I
Chevy.
think so.
I didn't throw it very good.
We'll run them in there.
It's close. 5, 7.
Line's okay. I hear
7.
6. Okay. Just top 8. It'll come. It
Like
should
2,
die.
I think.
Okay. It's getting pretty good.
Coming down
Line's getting
here.
good.
We're
Line's good.
Yeah,
Line's
top
good.
8.
Okay. Whoa.
Top
Just
4,
where it
top
sits.
8.
That's 2 there.
Okay. Just where it sits. Whoa. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. Nice shot. Really good.
Comes down right onto the face of the shot stone at the top of the 4-foot.
It's gonna
Now
curl
we'll see the
there,
run back
will it not?
attempt.
Mine
Yeah.
moved. Maybe Peel will run.
Well, it might be Jason Krupski. There we go.
Hard shot.
Hard.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind being 22 years old again, like what Garrett Springer
Roll it
is,
off.
but
Straight off.
Curl a little too much there.
Does peel the guard, though.
Yeah, so
That
looking
thing
at
moved. Thought I threw it about
replacing.
as good as I
3
could.
or 2? Came up.
Yeah, it came up pretty
I
hard.
do have to say, while we have a
Magnets for now?
second,
Yeah, we thought we had
Nice and
3
tight.
schools. We knew we had
How
3
many are we
schools
sitting
watching
right
this
now?
morning.
we had more than 3 schools
Apparently
watching
we had
this
4
morning.
schools watching this morning.
Exactly. Mr. Derek Douglas's
pretty
class
close.
from Dawson
Okay,
Creek,
those are quite
BC,
close.
sent us a note, and we have to say hi to him and his 4-5 class.
Good
But
goal there right now, though.
he said that this morning his class loves
I don't mind
curling,
just guarding.
and that they
Okay.
tuned into this
there's a
morning's
triple.
draw and made it
Nice
part of
and
their
tight,
morning
3.
work activity. There's a lot of science behind curling, and it makes it very real.
Okay.
And
Just a 3,
they had
yeah.
their lessons this morning while they had the curling up on the screen in their room. Love it.
Hey, line's
close.
good. 3. Clean, Grady.
So hello
4.
to the 4-5
Okay,
class
clean.
at Dawson
4.
Creek.
Okay, whoa, then, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
room.
Hello to
Whoa, if you're
Mr.
4.
Douglas.
Okay, whoa.
I'd say 4.
Jake, you're gonna
Still
have
room.
a-
Jake, if anything, but only for weight.
You tell me.
Only for weight.
probably want to be
Don't
in.
want it in. Don't
Okay.
want it in. No. Sit.
Well, where you want it and where it ended up are two different places.
If anything, a little high.
Leaves this run back attempt
You like the same way,
for
Jay?
Jason a little closer together.
Yeah.
Nose hit. Dare say might get all 4 reds.
Yeah, depending on the drag on the back one.
Yeah, that's the factor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you start thinking about throwing or moving 4 stones. You don't throw it clean, you don't hit the nose. You got to get that nose hit first. He went for plan B, tried to go over the top, and that might have made things worse, actually. You got everything off the middle.
Yeah, jammed
Heard
it at
somebody
the back.
asking about guarding those two. I like that call.
Close to the same weight, okay? Touch more, but like, that was really close, okay?
What'd you get?
85. Pardon?
Mike Armstrong content to split the rings. There's definitely a double available on those two, and again, it's hard to tell with the angle whether or not it would clip that
line's
one out of
good.
the back.
Clean. Might be a little fresher path.
Well, certainly going in the right direction.
What's close?
Line's
Like,
good.
6.
Line's good. Line's good. Top tee. Yep, you gotta go. Yep. Yep, hurry here. Hurry, guys. Hurry.
Now, you know, you're
Good.
never wrong to split the rings like this. You're
Really good.
certainly going to keep
Pretty good.
a chance for 2 alive, but
Good sweep. Or good shot, sorry.
That's pretty good.
I don't know out there.
kind of looks like you got a chance for 3 at least here, and if Jeff Hartung makes this triple,
Because we can afford to roll in.
that's the end of the 3,
Give me, yeah, make sure you're
and
all the
you
way
could
out
guarded
there.
this.
Well, it does look like that back one's going to catch, but I guess you never quite
It's definitely
know.
in play.
But,
There's
yeah.
enough space between those two that it really depends how you hit the first
Yeah.
one as to the angle that it's coming back at.
Well, Jeff's been around the block a few times. 2002, 14, 15.
And around the sun a few times. He's
This is not his first rodeo.
Second oldest competitor here, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, hard, Jeff.
Looking for at least the double here. Gets the hit and drives it by the second one. Shooter will roll out of play.
Where do we go to make it over here again?
Hair tight.
Guess that almost gives them like almost a triple again, but yeah, I don't hate even just right here.
Yeah,
I like
the way
that.
these rocks are spread out, it's almost...
I like over there. Like, we're
Where
just going
can you
for
go?
3, right? Like, I like this
Well,
is pretty.
I think we're just
Like we can be back.
putting it in a spot where it makes it the hardest double, right?
Yeah.
If we go there, it might
No,
be the
that's
most
what I
double.
mean.
So.
So T line's pretty good.
Well, where else do we go, though?
Only this double. Sure. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, reading the line with this one's fine too. So
Yeah, I
let's
think
do this. Draw the button. Seems like it slid good. So
If we're here, I think that's fine. Top tee.
Yeah.
And we have no hit for 3, which is good.
okay, just draw normal draw to the button, guys.
T line? Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather be a hair deep than light. Like
We'll just let him
top
play that
12
double straight back.
for sure. Well, yeah, double
Okay.
is something, so
Okay.
T line's real
Yeah,
good.
same as practice, okay?
Yeah, 4 seconds.
Yeah.
I know we take it for granted, all the information exchange here in the hack between the sweeper and the throwers, but it's actually a learned skill. It's one of those that you actually have to work quite hard at what you say when and whose role is it to watch parts
really
of the ice.
close.
And these teams are doing it quite seamlessly, but they work at that part of the game. It's so crucial.
Line's good. Make
Instead
sure
of
it's
just
at
getting
least
in the
T.
hack and saying,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah,
put it
yeah,
on the
hard.
button.
Hard.
Or just draw it into the ring somewhere.
Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard.
Well, it comes down to team dynamics too,
Good
and
save.
how you know each other and what you say to each other. And
sense to do this
Good, so.
to there.
I think you do this, Jeff.
That.
all I know is
You can make this double and
there's a lot of red rocks in the rings,
Maybe
and
spin
that's
up
what
in
the
there.
Hartung team is thinking
Might
right
be the
now
most
too.
logical shot. Might be the most logical shot, I think.
What is it? What do you for
I'll be firm.
put the back one?
So looking at playing the double, I don't know if they think they can catch a third one or not.
We're thinking maybe a double and bounce into the side.
Okay.
You know, like the double and spin into that yellow.
Do you like the nose double? Like get the one at the back, and then he has to hit the shooter.
Well, not really. I just think this is a better. I think that this is a better shot here.
Okay, I like it.
Yep, hard! Hard! Gotta go!
Hard, Chevy!
Really gotta go!
Go! Hard! Hard!
Looking for the thin double across the long way.
Go!
Going to be a little thick on it.
Yeah, over
Goes
top.
over the top.
Okay, that's fine.
Does sit for third.
Holds him to 3. I think. Just gonna draw.
Yeah, I
for
think
his
he's just
third.
going to draw for the third point. There is a little danger if he...
Yeah, okay.
Same shot.
I might believe
only
you a little.
1-2,
It wasn't bad, though. I might.
It's close to what he had in mind. He was talking about the double and get the little spin up. They just didn't get the second stone.
They forgot the second stone. Yeah, no, just hit it a little too thick. That's all. Called it right out of his hand.
4 seconds to be close. Okay, you got her.
So Mike Armstrong with last rock here in the first end of play. Already sitting 2, a chance to draw for 3.
Pair more, eh? We're close. I think so.
Just clean, Grady. Yeah.
No guards to deal with. This is all up to the brushers.
Line's really good. Perfect line. Perfect line.
Just tee. Yeah, we're good.
Line's good. Clean, Grady. Clean, Grady. Clean, Grady. Not heavy.
Good throw, Mike.
Nice shot.
Mike Armstrong puts his final stone on the top corner of the button, picks up his 3 points. J.Hartung will have last rock when we come back.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
Event action across the sheets this afternoon, and we're going to quickly update you on all of these scores. Susan, Kim, you've got some updates for us?
Well, it looked like on the first end, Brent Geddick was going to get the force, but Rylan Kleider with a quarter rock cross the house double cleared out both Geddick stones and set up the blank in the first end, so 0-0 playing the second.
And Stephen Howard forced to his 1 point over here, so 1-0 Howard over Kendall. And jumping across over to sheet 4, just an open blank end to start this game. So no score. Dyson fell.
I was talking to Lloyd Fell before the game. He said he wanted us to apologize to the 5 fans who had said they were going to tune in to watch him play. And we do have to apologize. We had a misprint in the program, our program, as to which sheet assignments some of these games were on. So we've double-checked those now, and I think we've got them figured out for the rest of the event. Hopefully we don't have any more like that. But we had the Dice Fell game scheduled for sheet 3, and it's actually on sheet 4.
Line's good. Line's good.
I asked him if he wanted me to name the 5 individuals.
Yeah. Charlie,
He
Wayne,
said, well,
Lloyd, Jerry. We just
but he couldn't remember the 5th name, so he said, well, maybe we better not.
Draw top 4.
Top 4. Yeah. Good throw.
We certainly hope those 5 Fell fans will stick with us. We'll try to keep you up to date on
Yeah.
the score over there on sheet 4.
Okay, better line.
Well, we certainly have a
Line's
textbook
good. You got a
start
bit more
to
room.
the second end here when
Line's good though.
the team
Line's
is
good.
3
Top
up.
four.
Throw it in the
Line's
rings.
good.
You see the
Yes,
corner.
top 4. Hard. Line's good.
This is the third rock of the end coming down now.
Hard. Hard. Hard for line.
For this a 3.
Okay.
Oh. Sorry, Jake.
Okay.
It's not a bad spot
Just
for it.
come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
Good throw, Jake.
No, not yet. Yeah. No, not this early in the game. 70, probably. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know yet. Yeah. There's straight draw. Okay. So like board hack.
Somebody talked about the draw. I thought they might, just because these 2 stones
they're
not overlapped and
Close.
only got the 12 foot here.
Close.
Yeah.
Yep, Jay. Hard. Hard, Jay. Good.
That really curled hard from the hog line in there. It just took a left-hand turn.
Yeah, they were looking to roll away. Now, if they knew they could make it that well, they're probably happy to have it there, because now no chance for Mike Armstrong to roll under cover.
Control, yeah.
Wait. Yep. 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 Hard.
Hard, Jake.
Hard. Hard. Hard, Jake. Right to it. Hard, 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 hard.
Brushing was called on right out of his hand. It will just rub the top stone. Still enough to kill the yellow. And the stone that he rubbed might be biting the 12 foot now.
Yeah, looks
But
close.
it's blocking the path under
Whatever.
that corner guard, so
Bounce
Jeff's
in,
likely
I
going to
don't
have to
care.
deal with it.
Normal?
Yeah, normal's good there. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boy, Chevy.
Makes the hit, rolls across and into the 12 foot.
Nose is good.
Yep.
Little roll in.
Yep.
Same weight.
Okay. Hair more.
Okay, clean, clean, clean.
So we'll see if this
Clean.
curls as much,
Yep.
considering how much
Yep.
weight he's throwing here, that this is where the board weight really finished hard.
Good.
So
nice
there
shot.
is nice curl in that spot, because that was, you know, fairly solid house weight hit. And that
Same
was,
speed's good.
just about a foot of ice. 8 inches.
Thought we might have seen Jeff call for the draw here. Gonna play one more hit and roll. Can't get the roll into the 12 foot behind cover this time.
You watch because I can't hear.
Clean.
Good, good.
Just clean. Clean is good. Nice roll.
Played it for a straight nose hit.
Boy, Chevy.
Nice shot.
Too close to the rings for Mike Armstrong to ignore it.
Try and roll on.
I don't think we want to roll.
You like control?
I like
Or do you want to
control.
play normal at it?
Even nose is fine.
Well, it's not great.
Yeah,
We
okay.
know he's
I don't
just
mind,
coming
yeah.
around, but
Sure.
control?
Not sure why
Try
those
and make the
ladies
roll.
have the papers on their head. Is that a way to store heat?
Maybe it's drafty.
Anyway, great shot of the
Cool.
fans.
Whoa. Close.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
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 Hard, Grady. Go,
Hard.
go, go, go.
Hard, hard, hard.
Any roll, Jake. Any roll. Okay,
Good sweep.
Good throw.
Good.
Makes the hit, but stays right there.
All right, hit and roll. We roll on.
No, we're never gonna roll on.
Okay, whatever. I don't mind.
I know
Draw,
it's
whatever.
I know it's easy if you bury and he runs it, but
Either or.
I don't really care. I mean, you can nose
Either or,
it.
Jeff, we're wasting a lot of time early in the game. We're fine.
Or you could draw around the corner guard.
Yeah, that's,
I like
yeah,
this.
that's where I
exactly.
thought they were
3
going
down.
here.
Same spot as draw to the button.
Okay, Jake.
306 or like around that 305.
That's why I kind of liked Mike's rock sort of staying there anyway, because I don't think Mike really wants to start chasing around the corner guard, getting the play over there. His rock is quite close to the ring, so if Jason does have a great draw, it's still not that long a race takeout.
All there.
Line's good.
We're there, all there.
Line's good. Stay with it, Chad. Just stay with it.
Back, house.
Stay with it.
Back 12.
Stay with it.
Back 12.
Certainly some nice movement, but looking a little heavy.
That's going to come out the other side there.
For sure.
Oh, great curl on that out-turn side.
Yeah. Here's a good look at it.
A little bit. Pretty good right there. Okay.
It's not bad if you're...
Nose is even okay. Okay, control, same weight.
Same weight.
Weight's good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Same weight.
Clean, clean. Yep.
Just clean.
Whoa,
just
whoa.
clean.
Clean, clean, clean. Yep, yep.
Whoa,
clean, clean.
Whoa, whoa.
Good, nice shot.
Really good.
Shot.
Really good.
Makes the hit rolls over a couple of inches, but
Really good weight.
still out in the open.
Normal.
Yeah, same thing as Chevy.
Yeah.
So because it's wide open, Jason can't really draw down to it and get any cover. And it's probably tight through that port to get a draw there anyway. So the hit and roll is the best option here.
Just not sure which guard he was indicating that he wanted to roll behind.
Roll. Okay.
Neither.
Well, and they didn't go hard on the sweep on that either, so I think he was still trying to come behind the center.
Good, Jay.
If we roll here, he freezes, but which isn't the end of the line, so if anything, I'd roll in. Yeah, I like control still. Okay.
It's a good look at that port Susan was talking about. It's really tough from either turn to try to freeze to that yellow where it is. Yes, it's wide open, but the two guards really in the way to make any kind of a draw attempt at it. Not that Mike Armstrong would be looking at that, but J.Hartung would like to score 2 here this end if he could. After Mike Armstrong, do you really want to roll on this one?
I was
you roll
thinking
under
that
cover,
exactly.
and here comes the freeze.
Then you have the freeze, exactly
He
as
didn't
you were
seem
talking.
too worried about the freeze. He said, well, let him play it. It's basically what he had indicated.
Clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know why you would want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you want to invite that.
Really hard.
Unless you have a specific game plan against your opponent to keep them hitting and not drawing. But it looks like a nice opportunity for Jeff to come in.
Yeah, you get this top button.
Probably only freeze it. Probably only get no more than one anyway.
Still really good. Yeah, no, it is.
Even if he freezes, just freeze backs. Even if he were to freeze, he's forcing himself to one. So I think he's just going hard for the blank. He feels good.
You know, I even heard Jeff say if you freeze it, you're probably only getting one, but if you peel this, I guarantee you're getting one. Unless you give up a steal. Mike Armstrong's going to bring his next stone into the ring somewhere, and you're going to be shooting against 2.
Whoa. Off.
Needs this run back.
Yeah, hard. Roll it away.
Not getting the run back, looking to just peel the guard out of the way and
Left it in the way.
left his shooter there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Not a tough draw, hey? Yep. I think just kind of normal draw. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Inch
Same
less.
as last
Maybe you had a practice. Yeah.
Same speed, 4.
Like Christmas tree is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
405, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Real close.
Well, I think long-time followers of Jeff's curling knows he does prefer to hit compared to drawing, and but watching Jason Krupski just played that out-turn draw. They knew how much it was curling, and
Just leave it top 12.
Okay.
guess Jeff just thought it wasn't worth the risk to try to get the 2 out of that, figuring if he came deep, Mike would sit on top and get forced, but I think it would have given Mike a harder shot than what this shot is.
It's really close.
Top 12.
Top 12's great. Line's good. Line's good.
Okay,
Line's
top
good.
8. Okay, well,
Stay
top
down,
12.
Grady.
Just top 12, guys.
Coming down, coming down.
Jake's. You say Jake? Yep. Hard.
Get a bite. Hard, get a bite.
Hard, guys. Turn it. Hard.
Get a bite.
Great sweep. Good shot. Nice shot, Mike.
Nice, good sweep.
Good sweeping and a nice shot.
And the bite was so crucial so that
I don't mind
took
being
away
there either. Tell you the truth, because that way
Jeff
we're
the
coming
sort of the
into it,
freebie
two
just to
ways
play the
get
run
it.
and risk-free,
I really do
getting
like
both
that
rocks out of
ice, yeah.
play for the blank. But now Jeff has to make the long double here for the blank.
And I don't think he's got any other choice. It would be hard to throw any kind of a draw to even score one here. There's not a real good path into the forefoot. They put that in pretty much a perfect spot. There's as much separation as they could get between the two red stones, and I don't think you could go wider and get between the two to get to the forefoot on the in-turn side.
Right. Yeah.
Close. Close. Yep. Hard.
Makes the hit over the top.
There we go, routine.
Catches that stone off the back of the forefoot, and we've got a blank end here in number 2. J.Hartung will keep last rock into the third.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Second end has been completed in all of these games, and we'll quickly update all of the scores. Susan, Kim?
Well, Brent Gaddick needed to draw himself out of trouble in the second end, but he just bounced off a buried Kleider stone, left an open hit for 3, and Rylan Kleider made no mistake and hit and stuck for a nice 3-point lead going into the third.
And over here, not a lot of rocks in play. It was a blank end, so score remains 1-0 Howard over Kendall. And I have another easy update because, again, no rocks in play and another blank end. So still 0-0.
Sort of a battle on sheet 4 there of our Western Frontier with Fox Valley against Unity and North Battleford, Saskatchewan out there. That side of the province well represented out there on sheet 4.
Just a 3.
Line's good, far as you can.
Get her there, guys.
Get her in, it's carrying. Keep going, yep, no, don't switch. Switch. Keep going. Good sweep.
You didn't call the switch though, right?
No, I said it's carrying.
Oh, I just said Garrett. So did I.
Yeah. Oh, did. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I heard that too.
Got to get these communications straightened out. You can't use words that sound like your sweepers' names.
Yeah.
That's soft. A little. No, it looks fine, guys.
Well, that's something new in the last few years with the sweeping that they do now. Before you used to just put your head down and go. You never had anything like a switch.
Yes, this one sweeper situation that they use now. A lot of times it's just calling out the sweepers' names. There's a few teams out there that have all kinds of trouble. I don't think we've got any of them here this week, but I've seen a few over the course of the last couple of years where you got 2 players with the same first name and they really have no idea what to call out.
6 feet more.
Well, sometimes you can just tell by the tone of the voice. If they're
Yeah.
yelling hard, then you know it's probably curling too much.
Gordy, you sweep. No, not you, Gordy. Gordy.
Okay, line's good.
It's more. T-line.
Okay.
Top 4.
Bit of room right now. Line's good though. Line's good.
T-line.
Line's good. Whoa.
Back
if
4.
Okay, whoa. Yeah, we're back. If you can, Grady, but only if it's line's pretty good.
We're pushing it behind T, I think.
Okay, well then, no, don't want that. Good judge. Good shot.
Good judge, great.
It's a little much, eh?
Close. Yeah, back 8.
Okay. I like just nice, normal. Okay. Is good there.
Weight's good. Nice.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Looking for the hit and roll here, but the call to sweep on right away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
I wondered if they wouldn't call it off a little quicker and maybe try to roll behind the corner.
Yeah.
Control. Yeah. First inside out, middle throw.
So far, J.Hartung has not been anxious to roll behind the corners. He wants to deal with that situation in the middle first.
Control.
Didn't work out for him in the second end. He wasn't able to clear things up in the middle. Had to make a great running double with his last one just to get the blank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait. Yep.
Gotta really go.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard, Garrett, really gotta
Hard,
go.
Garrett. Hard. 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 Really hard. Really hard. Really hard. Good sweep. Okay. Good.
Well, a hit and roll out there.
Don't mind it. Oh yeah, use it. That's what it's there for.
Around there.
I think the front end is thinking to go around the corner guard.
Definitely.
Jeff still wants to deal with that red stone closer to the center, so they're going to go around it first.
It's pretty nice.
Pretty good.
There right now.
Weight's all there.
Ton of line.
Yeah.
We're back line.
We got no line.
We're back.
No line and back line are not good combinations.
Like through?
I don't know. It looks like it right now.
Really?
Oh, yeah, Jerry.
Looks like firm hack to me.
No feel.
Feel it?
Yep.
And there goes your corner.
Got it.
Yep.
Hard, Jake.
Hard.
Right up. Hard.
Hard.
We didn't really have a chance to see the Hartung team's first game.
Right up.
And I don't know whether that's a carryover. Obviously, they lost their first game. They're in the B event. I think it was Jeremy himself that said after that, Stoney just has no feel. And I wonder if that's a carryover from the first game. And if that's the case, if they just feel like they haven't got a handle on draw weight, that might be one of the reasons why they're keeping everything to the middle here, trying to keep some simple shots until they get a better handle on
You could
on
be
the
exactly
speed
right.
and the line.
Might be why Jeff is calling the game he's calling.
Better. It's for speed. Better. It's better. Stay close, Chad.
You know, it's the fourth game for us, but it's only the second game for these players. And
Wait,
Got room. Wait only, boys.
back 4.
Take it deep.
A little
if
bit
you can.
wider line this time. Go, Jay.
Yep, Jay.
Go, Jason. Go, Jay. Go, Jay.
Go, Chad. Yes, move.
Go, Jay, go. Go, Jay, go. Go. Keep going, buddy. Go.
Good brush.
Pretty good.
Nice throw.
Needed that on the first.
I really like that. Like, I mean, yeah, if the corner guard is a hair
Just a hair
tighter,
high.
but if you go in there and he misses it and we wrap too.
Yeah. Say 8.
Yeah.
8. Weight's good.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Hard, Jake.
Hard.
Hard, Jake.
Hard.
Hard.
Good
looking
shot.
for the run back. Kills the yellow stone. The run back stone will roll out of play as well.
Pardon? Like that seems
Once again, it's Armstrong sitting 1. That stone a little bit higher now.
I think it's
Half in the 12 foot.
I like it.
Looking at going around again.
For speed.
Line's a bit tight right now.
Weight's not too bad. Kind of got to go.
Hey, line's
Hard, Chevy.
tight.
Got to go.
Hard, Chevy.
Line's
Really
tight.
got to go.
Hard for line.
Really got to go.
Gotta go 8.
Really got to go. Got to go everything. Okay, Jay. Okay.
Hair
All right,
light
Jay.
there.
Which way do we want to roll?
Actually, would have
Like
probably
roll
been
over here.
good way
Or
if I
just
had
over
some,
and make the double.
Yeah,
Like
I
that?
think you're right.
What did you get?
All right, just
Okay.
roll over.
Okay.
On the timer.
Have a little more.
Well, the Armstrong team would certainly like to stick around now and get the force. Roll to the outside.
Just want to roll enough not to leave a double, though.
Yeah.
Good weight. Yep. Yep. Maybe a hair down. Yep. Hard. Hard, Grady.
Has to roll
Hard.
some. If you're right on the nose, I don't think you're in the rings.
Oh, you got it. Hard, 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 hard. Good sweep. Okay, good. Good sweep.
Gets just enough to get about out of the 12 foot.
Good throw.
There's a double there. It's a little thin.
Yeah. Okay. Moves here with the out turn.
You're in, Chad.
Be firm. Firm.
Firm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jason Krupski looking for the double.
Hard, 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 Chad. Hard, Chad. Hard, Chad, go.
Another
Chad,
hit
go,
where
go,
they're
go.
calling the sweep right out of the thrower's hand, comes across and
Curl it then.
nudges
Curl,
that
Chevy.
second stone, but
Yeah.
not going to get it out, and his shooter stays in front of it.
Yeah, that was a thin double. Hits it a little thick across the top, and not a great result.
No, been better off to even just nose and sit out there close to the rings.
I think just full 8.
Mike would have had to have dealt with that.
I was going to say edge. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think so. That should be enough, eh?
So Mike will play this draw to the open side, but wants to stay at least full 8.
You want to go full 8 on...
You want to keep this rock in a position where
Okay, guys, we
Jeff
wanna
Hartung
be,
wouldn't be able to
full
play the
8 on
corner
Jake's
freeze
side,
on
right?
that other stone
So
and
rates
be
and
shot
T line is
rock.
good, or
Yep.
top T line.
Okay.
Do you think speed will be the
Weight's
same in
good.
this path?
4
Yeah.
seconds. We haven't played cross
Coming
center
across
a ton,
center, so do you think 95?
Sure,
or
95.
95 might be okay. Close. Okay, I think so.
Yeah.
Shoot for that.
Really close. I think you can go.
Line's good.
Both of us. We are gonna have to curl.
Grady's rock.
Grady's.
Grady's rock. Grady's rock.
Yeah,
Grady.
go.
Grady, if anything. Line's good though.
Yeah, we're
Line's
just T. T's good. We're a bit deeper in T. Just T. It's real good. That's good, Grady. Nice shot, Mike. Good job.
Perfect.
Brings that stone
Right on. Okay.
into the edge of the 8 foot, just off the 4.
I mean,
That's a good spot.
Real good.
I mean, that's guarded there now.
14-4.
This is blocked completely. off.
So knowing that they're
We're probably drawn anyway.
going to be forced
I think the weight
to play in the
I
freeze,
think so too.
might get a chance at something. And he'll probably be doing the same with his last anyway.
Hey guys, speed's real good or what?
The speed's good.
Yeah.
Like what are we talking?
I don't
0
even
plus?
tell you anything different than
In the draw to the
what
bottom.
0
we've been
plus?
throwing.
005.
Yeah.
Double O's
I
05.
still gets you there.
05, probably the number.
So a 95 for
Lock it
Mike
on.
and an 05 for Jeff. Just a couple little different throws. Jeff probably has a little bit more extension. If he ends up throwing that same weight as, if it ends up in the same place as Mike's rock.
I got
Line only.
mine only right now.
Okay.
You're in, Chad.
Chad for now. Chad in.
Coming down, Chevy.
Looks pretty close.
How's the
Chad
Line's
in.
really
Chad
good.
stay in.
Go, go, go.
Go.
This
Has
is where
to
we
stay on
found
the
they have to
center line
really work
side.
hard to keep the line here.
Yeah, and they lost the line a little
Needed
bit.
That's not bad.
I don't know
Nice
if
shot.
we're
Needed to be shot though.
Pretty good though.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anywhere thinner than that. Once you have a piece, you can call. Oh, lost the line just a bit.
Yeah, but he's got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Run from blank again.
Okay.
Good look at the lineup. He's got
inches, so. What's that?
perfectly in front of the red stone. Not shot rock, but
There is
and
separation.
I couldn't hear
though.
who said it, but good point in that he's got to deal with it. In this attempt to deal with it, you're going to kill the red, so you better squirt that yellow all the way out of the 8 foot at least. You do have that third shot rock right now in behind cover on the corner. It's just got a nibble of the 8 foot. I don't know if Jeff could make a play on yet. So as long as you can get the yellow out of the 8 foot, You might have Jeff Hartung forced to try to take a single here.
Grady.
Yeah, you've got to make contact for that, though.
On this shot.
And it's going to go right by everything.
Well, I don't know if I do.
Jeff looking at just doing a tap to get us
I
two.
would sooner play it like there with nice. Do you like that, Jay?
Yeah, it should be good.
Like we should be able to hold it for a little while.
So again, whatever preference that Jeff has here, wants to throw the intern at this.
And you're right, all sorts of weight selections. He said they could have done the tap.
I'm
He's
just
throwing.
not 100% sure, but I don't want to throw the out turn there. That's not really the shot. We've been throwing lots of draws here.
But with the big curl there, that tap's a lot harder to control getting to the exact spot. So a little straighter here with his intern hit. So he's going with nice, comfortable house weight.
Clean for now.
Whoa, easy. Clean it.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Hard, Chevy. Hard.
Jeff Hartung needing the nose hit on his own stone to kill that yellow or that red at the back. Makes it. Picks up his 2 points. Mike Armstrong will have a 3-2 lead in last rock when we come back for the fourth.
Okay, boys.
Nice.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Now the third end just being completed here on sheet 1. This is the final stone. Brent Geddick
Very
with the
nice
yellows.
touch shot by Brent Geddick to score his 1 point.
Looks like it was just the single, so Ryan Clayer with a 3-1 lead over there. And we'll quickly update all of the scores here in this Thursday afternoon draw 4.
Well, I have to say Stephen Howard was in a bit of trouble here in the third end and he was looking at doing a run-back triple, made a run-back double to give the Kendall team a draw for 2, which they made, and 2-1, Kendall over Howard. And this is our feature game here. So moving along over to sheet 4, which we're still halfway through the fourth end, still 0-0. So not much to report, but a bunch of blank ends, and it was just a wide open blank end.
Those two teams playing like they've got somewhere to be after this game there.
Maybe the patch.
So you're saying you'll see them later?
It's my favorite place to be.
Well, actually, the winner of that belt ice game goes right back on the ice tonight at 7 o'clock.
Oh,
so
that's what they're trying to do.
Short game for the winner gives you a little extra time for dinner tonight.
Put it on good.
I guess. Go, guys. Go. Okay, Chad.
That's fine. Control.
So a nice 2 points by the Jeff Hartung team here makes this just a 1 point difference. Changes the game a little bit.
Well, it certainly lets you go to school on how to use your opposition rocks to generate some offense there. And Jeff coming in, even though he didn't get shot rock on that freeze, forced Mike into a difficult shot and got the miss. And
well, and that was the only time that the Hartung actually sort of had something going was his last rock. I mean, they were looking at plenty all in.
So it's a different version of how to score points.
Yeah, how to get your 2.
With the rollout there, another chance to play the center guard. You saw Jeff indicate they're only looking for it about a foot to 2 feet out in front of the house.
You want it tight?
Instead of tapping the ice, he actually showed us with his hands. That makes it a little bit harder for the lead because the statistician knows exactly where you want it.
I mean it.
See now, when you signal foot and a half, 2 feet, maybe you're only going to give him 3 for that.
Should be close.
Okay, bit of room right now.
Okay.
Lots of room. Room. Garrett's rough. Garrett, if anything.
It's coming down.
Garrett, if anything.
Not yet.
Okay. You got a ton of room. It's not even close to being buried.
We're back 4 right now.
Okay. Bury a piece would be nice.
Boy, finish is hard though, doesn't it?
Takes a little of that speed off too, because even coming in the top 12, they thought it was back 4, but it stopped nicely just above the tee.
What do you like? Kind of like half?
There are times when you'd see a team take the offside sweep to try to bury that one, though, and they didn't want to take it behind the tee line. That's the trade-off. You've got to make a decision.
Weight's good.
I don't know. I always I'd rather keep it half open and above the tee and make them do something about it.
Touch it. It's just throwing.
I agree.
It's just throwing
That's the
extremely
decision
straight.
they made
Go
as
Jay
well.
now. Go Jay now. Go Jay now. Okay. Good. Okay.
A little warm, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I had
Want a
exactly as
peel?
quick time as I had.
Whatever you like. This or peel. What do you like?
Whatever you want.
Okay. Top 4.
Well, the 5 rocks have been thrown, so it is decision. They could peel, they could come around, and
You just put the broom down, Skipper.
Yeah.
I'll throw whatever you say.
whatever you call, that's what I'll do.
Well, I like the call because you'd be playing into Jeff Hartung's game if you're peeling off that center one. We've clearly seen Jeff doesn't want anything.
Okay, room right
Or
now.
he's certainly much happier hitting this game than drawing around and tapping. So I think keep the pressure on the Hartung team and get as many rocks in here as you can.
Jake, go.
Hard, Jake, hard.
Go, Jake, hard.
Okay, wait, we're there. We're there.
Hard at it.
Yeah, and you're one up with, but it's only the 4th end, so carry on.
Just holding it's fine there. Good throw. I'm just got to give you a little less.
Same as.
Well, the other part too is this being only partially buried, not fully buried, is it takes away the dead jam run for the Hartung team. He can't run his own rock, stick it, and be buried. So this takes away a shot that they would like to play.
Clean.
Yep.
Go, Jay.
Roll it, Jay.
Whoa. Good.
Okay.
What's Chevy?
Makes the hit stays right there.
That's good.
That was about the same speed, eh?
Yeah, it was very close.
Yep. Control.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty well the same.
Good weight.
Easy right now.
Nope. We're a bit down.
Okay, whoa. So close. Yep. Whoa. Stay with the roll. Good, nice shot.
And now the hit and roll to the corner is taking the play away from that center guard altogether. Jeff Hartung not able to really ignore that stone.
Careful. Whoa. No.
Does not want to roll out.
Does that seam up, guys, or not?
I think it was okay.
Okay,
Not bad. Hopefully he gives you less ice.
Yeah, he will.
I don't think a lot. It was just nice, normal.
Maybe just a little further out, eh? It didn't get that.
Yeah.
So staying with the same intern, going with what they know. Makes sense.
Should be close.
Okay, line should be okay.
I think weight's good.
Okay,
Just for weight. Line's good.
Coming down, line's
fine.
Line's okay, little tight.
Yep. Little tight.
Line's good though.
Looks to be inside the line on the previous draw.
We're there.
Whoa.
Nice line by the guard. Now is it going to stop in front of the tee line?
Okay, here you go. No. Really good shot.
Throw.
Boy, comes to rest at the top of the button, and that is dead buried.
Freeze or run?
That was the danger for the Hartung team when they rolled out on that last one.
Throw the in there. It's really nice spot, actually.
The Armstrong team had 3 chances this end to come around that guard, finally make one perfect, and now you're playing run backs just to try to force your opposition to blank the end.
Yeah. But it's a nose hit to sit buried.
Yep.
It's the other way to look at it here. Good opportunity for Jeff. Well, he sticks the shooter, so again takes the play away for the Armstrong team, but that wasn't far off from putting from changing the momentum in this end.
Control.
Good weight. Hair up. Normal.
Okay.
Whoa,
Clean.
We're normal.
Maybe you're right. Hair up. Clean. Clean.
No. Jake.
Jake.
Talking about changing the momentum, we had rollout by Jason Krupski a couple of stones ago. If this one doesn't stick around,
Good shot.
does hang on to the edge of the 12-foot, a rollout there would have allowed Jeff Hartung to try to come around that guard himself.
I think.
But didn't roll out. So now Jeff needs to hit and stick.
Try and stay if we can out there. It's not. I think I can be, I can think with that ice, we can ice it a little bit tighter, but then we got to make sure we're crisper. Right?
Yeah.
Meaning Jeff needs to be crisper. But the team will take one for him there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Hard, Chevy. Really gotta go.
Hard, Chevy. Hard.
Watch the roll.
Sit.
Okay, it's good.
Well, Jeremy did a great job in holding that one. They didn't want to roll in behind that corner, or the center guard, sorry.
Yeah, I like this.
Can I give him that draw?
Probably didn't want to roll at all. It could have stayed right there. It would have made the hit a little bit more difficult for Mike Armstrong. This is a more comfortable area. Everybody kind of knows this spot.
Nose or a little roll away is good. Yeah, roll. Rock would be nice.
And same thing too, Mike doesn't want to roll under that guard. It'd be under the tee line and would set a nice opportunity up for Jeff. So Mike also trying to roll back towards that 12-foot area.
Close. Wait. Clean. Just clean.
Yep.
Just clean.
Yes.
Yep. Keep your hair down.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Really hard. Okay.
Hard, Grady.
Hard, Grady. May as well. Okay. Good.
The hit rolled towards the guard.
So now if Jeff can get that same roll, take away a blank opportunity, maybe even set up a possible steal. So little small opening here for Jeff to put some pressure on Mike.
It's interesting to hear, I think it was Garrett calling for the roll, said you may as well, and I'm not sure that you may as well. You make the roll perfect, and Jeff Hartung's going to play the freeze, and now you're trying to draw to a much smaller area.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just
Easy.
nice.
Easy.
No, never.
Easy.
No.
Easy. Don't go near it. Don't
Okay,
go
I'll
near
go
it,
sit on the
Chad.
bench. Like, don't even look at it.
Well, looking to roll behind the center guard, he actually hits it on the other side, and his shooter will roll out of the rings.
Yeah, I was just going to say I thought the weight was a little stiff there, and then Jeff just came down and said he
Sorry, Jay,
overthrew
it's just too heavy too for that ice. I didn't want to throw that. I want to be nice, and I'm almost down normal.
Control. We'll see what it does off the line.
So Mike Armstrong simply going to throw this one through and blank the end.
Yeah, looking to learn a little bit though.
Yeah, he did take a couple seconds to pick a spot.
Yeah.
He's going to throw one from the inside out. We haven't seen a lot of those hits this week so far.
Well, and considering that was the one, even though it was on the out turn, the last end, that created the flash and gave Jeff the chance for 2. Now he's got a chance just to work on it on the in-turn side.
So nothing on the board here in the 4th. Mike Armstrong continues to lead 3-2.
The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel. The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We've got a highlight here on sheet 1.
This will be Ryland Kleider's last shot. So looking at 4 yellow Geddick stones. Brent just made a nice tap. Ryland had tried to draw in behind that center guard and was only about a third buried, and Brent came down, tapped it out, and rolled to the open here. So big pressure here on our young team just out of juniors.
So it looks like he's making a play on the shot stone, and I think if he hits it right on the nose, he'll be shot rock. Certainly if he gets any kind of a roll to the inside. Nothing out of the brushers yet. He certainly doesn't have room to hit it on the outside. Now looking for some extra curl. Makes the hit. Does stay right there, and that does look to be enough.
So that will be
Kleider to pick up his single.
4-1 lead now for Kleider going into the 5th end.
Over here on sheet 2, it was a blank end, but it was Stephen Howard that made a really nice double to blank the end. So score remains 2-1, Kendall over Howard. And it was a steal of a point over here on sheet 4, and I believe we have it.
That is the highlight we've got.
All right,
the taped highlight.
I believe we have a highlight for this.
Ryan Dice drawing with his final stone against 2. Just needed to bite the 4-foot, and it will slide a little bit too far. Enough to cut it down to 1, but it is a steal. And Lloyd fell, taking the early lead there. Well, it's not that early. They're through 4 ends before somebody scored, but it's 1-0.
Yeah.
In our feature game, play has slipped into the rings again.
Hard!
Yep. Yep.
Gotta go, Sammy.
Really ought to go for a piece.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Keep going. Oh, I don't think so.
It's like, we go. Just go over here. Or do you want to split this? Let's split this.
Okay.
Back 4, back 8.
Just back 8. Never goes as well as I hope it does.
Now this is an interesting call, and I wonder if it goes to the fact that J.Hartung keeps trying to come around those red stones in the 12-foot. This maybe is Mike Armstrong's way of combating that. He can split the rings with this as well.
Top house.
Well, I think that was the first call.
Gotta go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
He's going to do both here. Try to split the rings and get away from that 12-foot rock. Not going to get what they had in mind, though.
It's got a cross face here.
Okay, that's fine. Around with that. That's good.
Just here, tight there, Mike.
What's that?
How do we take the double?
Bumper!
Do you like the double, Jeff? They have hammer.
Count
think
the
we
rocks.
can.
You can't.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's out of the house by 1.5 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the bumper.
Never mind.
I like that.
I was just going to say that was still in the free guard zone.
Good, Buck. Easy.
Close.
Close. Whoa.
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 Jay, go, Jay.
He's got some. He's either pitching them or something, because that has to curl more than that with that weight. Okay.
Yep.
That's an interesting comment there from J.Hartung,
Back forward. Back 8.
because it doesn't sound like Jeremy threw that in any way that he could see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, he certainly can't see what's happening, but not liking the way it's running.
I think we're top 4.
Yeah, go then. Yep. Line's good, Broom. Whoa.
We're down.
Okay.
We're down.
Yep, you can go, Garrett. Yep.
Just go straight around. Just straight draw then.
Okay, we're
So
back
you're not
4.
touching it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we're not down. Shoot, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
It's good weight for the shot.
Held its line. Better. Okay, good throw, Garrett.
Sorry, Grady. No, that was
Splits or trick. Oh, whatever.
Whatever you like.
shoot.
What do you guys think?
Stop. Or do you want to just get through 5 here?
You just
What
want
do you
to
like, Jay?
Okay, I like it too.
Get through 5 here.
Yeah.
Start.
Yep.
Hard.
Game being a 10-end game, not an 8-end game, you know, it led to, as I said, let's just get through this half, figure out any adjustments at the halftime break there.
Even back 8.
Stay out of big trouble.
Even?
Yeah.
Okay, back 8. Okay, same weight.
Back 8.
And I feel like that goes back to something we heard, again, I think it was Jeremy say earlier, that he in particular, but perhaps the whole team just doesn't, they just aren't feeling it right now. They don't feel like they've got a good handle on the ice, whether it be the speed or the line, or perhaps both, because
they're certainly
in that last hit.
Certainly not willing to take many risks, are they?
Jeff was saying on the previous hit that he couldn't believe that stone didn't curl more, and it's not like he could see anything.
Right.
He
And then when they do have it figured out, they didn't get the execution. You know, as Jeff saying, he overthrew his last rock there in the previous end. So it's just not all the cylinders firing quite yet.
Well, mine did hit and roll, I think.
That's good.
Hit and roll, yeah.
Good sweep.
Ready?
Thanks, good sweep.
Now we can come that way. What do you want, just normal?
It's one of the things you have to manage when you get to a Tankard with this triple knockout format.
Nice is good here.
You only play one game on Wednesday. In a lot of cases, you're only going to play one game on Thursday. Some of the teams are going to get a chance to play 2, but you really don't start to get into a rhythm until you start playing those 2 game days on Friday and Saturday. And the slow start is something that for some teams, they have a hard time getting into a rhythm when you're only playing that 1 game Wednesday, wait till you play Thursday.
Well, it's kind of like you said. I mean, it feels like we've been here for a while. This is our 4th game, but it's only their 2nd game.
Yeah.
And they did come off a loss yesterday, too.
I think I need more.
Yep. Hard, Grady. Hard.
Hard, Grady. Real hard.
Hard. Hard to stick. Hard.
Oh.
Really hard. Okay.
Well, one of the rare half shots that we've seen from the Armstrong team. They've been pretty solid on those types of shots, but nothing that hurts them seriously.
Does give the Hartung team a chance to play hit on that back stone, and when they were talking about just getting through 5, they now have the chance to do exactly that. Get to the 5th end with no more damage.
Looks a pound harder, maybe. Okay. Good. Control it, Jay.
Control, same weight. Touch more.
Well, and same thing too, you know, they're carrying a nice crisp pace through this game. It's been fairly wide open, which does lend to that. But the winner of this game also goes on at 7 o'clock this evening.
Yes.
So by the time you get that pregame practice at 6:30, you've got a very short turnaround to the next game.
Good sleep. Good.
Ever like something like that.
Okay.
Something like that is good wherever I had. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. She's probably been to Whitewood a number of times, maybe. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
This easy?
Yeah, it'll be, you know, that end, we got the 2 here.
Yeah.
But it'll be a little harder than that.
Okay.
Because that was, we had quite a bit more ice on that shot.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa!
Clean. Whoa.
Easy, Chevy!
Whoa.
Easy. Sit.
J.Hartung with a bit of a roll, but does sit in the back of the 12-foot, and that's a huge difference that the 3 or 4 inches makes. If he rolls 3 inches more and is just out of the rings, Mike Armstrong gets a free chance to just try to sit on top of that and maybe get a what we call a cheap deuce. No risk involved.
That's right. But the Rock did listen.
And they don't always.
No.
Those darn things don't seem to have ears sometimes. Mike Armstrong will have to make a play on it. Same issue here for Mike Armstrong. He wants to stay in the rings, force J.Hartung to hit it if he ever rolled just off the rings. Jeff would try the freeze.
Gotta go for a piece, Grady.
Hard for a piece is not what you wanted to hear. Well, he gets enough of a piece to get rid of it, and the shooter rolls out of play.
05?
A little quiet.
05, right?
Can I go here?
Oh, we're there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll give J.Hartung a chance to play a draw.
Yeah, I didn't.
They've been throwing a lot of hits, so this will be a nice opportunity for Jeff to throw a draw going into the break.
Feels pretty good.
I got close to.
Easy, not moving yet. There it goes.
Yep.
One's really going.
Easy.
Okay, good throw.
At 95.
I had the same.
Good
Nice
brush,
weight.
guys.
Sure, bud.
Thanks.
Jeff puts it right on the corner of the button, and now Mike Armstrong.
Still that over curl to the button is something you have to file away, that if he's got to be centerline button in the 7th or 9th end, might have to open up the broom a little bit, give himself a little bit more ice. So you have to learn something from every shot you play.
Mike Armstrong with a chance for the blank here. Needs to hit and roll out.
Yep.
And they call the brush on right away.
I was going to say that looked a little inside here, but it's holding nicely with that weight.
Hard roll. Yeah, you can roll it maybe. Hard.
Makes the hit now. Will a roll go far enough?
Good throw. I didn't have.
Does spin out of the rings. So we do get a blank end in the 5th. Mike Armstrong will have the 3-2 lead when we come back after the break. But before we go to the break, Kim Hudson has made her way down to ice level. We're going to see if we can get a word with Mike Armstrong. Just have to wait for Mike to get into position. Teams are at the far end of the sheet. Well, you know, Susan, it's been an interesting start to this game. The Armstrong team seems to be firing on all cylinders. The Hartung team, and we've talked about it a couple times, they just don't seem like they have a good feel for the ice yet, whether it be the line or the weight, or maybe putting the two together might be the better way to put it.
Well, I'm surprised that they're waiting this long to try to get some sort of an offensive push going on. That, I guess it is scary if you have no feel after the 5th end even, but it's been a very conservatively called game.
And Mike is with Kim now. Kim, take it away.
I do. I have Mike here. Good start to this game, Mike. 3 was a big first end.
Yeah, it was a good way to start it off for sure. Kind of wanted to come to this game just being patient and take our chance when we come. Not going too hard, and got a break in the first end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you had a tough loss yesterday, so it was a nice way to start this game.
Yeah, you bet. After, a close game yesterday, kind of back and forth, it was nice to start off on a good end, good way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, going into the second half now, one up with, what do we expect to see?
Pretty similar to kind of what we see in the first half. We're just being pretty patient right now and taking our breaks when we can. And when we get a break, you being up with Hammer, we're just kind of being patient with it and, you know, get a deuce when we have a chance.
Yeah, exactly. You're not the team that has to force the issue yet.
Exactly, yeah. Be patient and let them make the tough ones.
Exactly. Okay, good luck in the second half. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, White Ice at Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Asham Curling Supplies. White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Awesome.
Not better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center
The
near you.
internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel.
Lights are low on this stage, there's a feeling here tonight. Guitar in hand, it's me and the band, about to make this place come alive. Hands in the air, we're all right here, bass kicking it with the drums. Step on in, where y'all been, we're about to have some fun. Crowd screaming, come on, let's go. So I say let's get on with the show. Play it loud, stomp it down, get a little rowdy with the crowd. This one goes out to the girl in the front row. Can I see your do-si-do? Bang your head, sing this song, baby in the back with my t-shirt on. This one.
All of the games here in Draw 4 Thursday afternoon through 5 ends of play now. Susan and Kim have some scoring updates for us.
Well, Brent Geddick made just a beautiful little tap, skinny tap, bang, tap back for 2 against Ryland Kleider, looking at 2 and counted 2 points. So it's 4-3 lead still, though, for Ryland Kleider, and they just started their 5th end break.
So Howard was forced to a single in the 5th end, playing the 6th end now with the score 2-2.
Carey has the highlight here of the draw that he was forced to make through the port. Has a little bit of backing, but makes it...
Is the word. He had to make one heck of a draw through a port there.
Yeah,
stops just in time. Big curl on that sheet of ice also. That was a skinnier port with that curl than what it looks like.
And still playing the 6th end over here on sheet 4. We see that Ryan Dice did get his 2 in the 5th end. And
nice bounce back after that steal that he had given up. So Lloyd Fell, though, gets the hammer back with 1 point deficit to overcome.
And the Hartung team here in our feature game throws up the center guard to start things off in the 6th.
Pretty close. Maybe needed a bit.
Line's good. Line's good. Got room.
Well, Mike was certainly very clear with his game plan. They had certainly talked about how they were going to approach this Hartung game. And patience was definitely the key word that
came up
repeated a few
Stay where you
times.
are, Chevy. You can stay. Easy, Jay.
And it's easy to...
Real nice shot.
It's like
Nice throw.
Jeff is trying to stay patient and force Mike to get impatient and make something, but I think the Armstrong team's been out curling them, so
when you're the team that's fighting from behind and down, I'm not sure you're the one that needs to be patient, though.
Exactly. But Mike certainly seems just willing to play with what they can get safely, and you're the one up. But it's just like Jeff is trying to turn the table and make Mike impatient somehow, but I don't think that's going to work. Their game plan was pretty strong.
Okay, Garrett now, if anything.
Well, Chad made a couple of nice ones this end with the, first of all, the center guard, and then a nice freeze on his last one.
Yeah.
Hartung team has probably got the best setup they've had to start an end so far.
I wonder if you could pound it.
Can almost
Really
get to the
gentle,
inside.
like hack.
Okay.
You know, we really need to get in here. You like hack?
Yeah.
Okay, just.
So Matt,
So looking at getting to the inside.
No.
Oh. We've good. Just hack.
Close.
Somebody said
It's real good.
max hack.
Close.
I think that was a good way to look at
Real.
it. The
Chad.
key here is to get
Hard
to
Chad.
inside the nose on this. It
Chad.
doesn't really matter if you kill the back one.
Hard Chad,
You got to get the roll. This
Go,
is really
Chad, go.
curling.
That went hard. Actually, I guess the weight wasn't quite
Okay.
what they were looking for.
I was going to say it's minimum
I
hack.
didn't
It wasn't
realize he
max
was
hack.
quite that soft.
bump
Sorry.
of foot would be good.
So like back 4,
If
T-line.
line's good, just T-line back 4. Okay. Bump
Well,
it
I
6
didn't hear a
inches.
call from any of the sweepers to let Jeff know that the weight was down a little bit.
I'm
You
not
could
sure.
have made that weight work as long as you get the roll. It doesn't matter whether you kill the back one or not
Oh,
if you get
for
the
sure.
perfect roll.
I agree.
Okay. Line's good.
Jeff's calling line as if
Where are you?
hack weight's coming,
T-line.
and that one went on them a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't updated otherwise.
Yeah.
Go line.
For weight.
Just for weight.
Weight needs it.
Okay, yep, go then. Yep, line's good now.
Hard, Garrett, hard.
Line's good.
Drag it.
Hard. Hard. Lock it on. Hard, 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 hard. Get it here, get it here. Go, boys, go, go, go. Hard, 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 hard. Good sweep. Okay, that's a good shot.
I really like the run onto here and onto this and that.
Okay. You guys like that? Whatever.
It's probably the best.
I don't see
You guys like?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's either that or you hit the open one.
That's, the other option.
It's either that or you hit the open one.
What do you see? That's the only thing I see, and you stick it. You stick it, it's really good.
Just right on the nose.
Well, and you can leave, yeah, right on the nose is really good too.
But I'm just
what do you
saying.
want to do? Right now, it's a pretty good.
But if
force.
you're just
right now,
hardly off nose.
Yeah.
If you're hardly off nose, it's really good.
What's wrong with just banging the open one?
What's that?
Either bang the open one. What's he do?
Well, he's probably doing this.
Well, he can do two things. He can come around and he can poke this and roll, and we're kind of hanging by a thread. I don't really like that.
Yeah, because he's probably gonna. If we hit that open one, he might jiggle and get some.
I like this. I really do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All we really need to do is try and force the send, anyways.
I agree with Jeff. I don't know that you can build the rest of your end by hitting that one on the back 8 foot. It's certainly worrisome, and it's full 8 foot. But I think Jeff is right. He's got to try to get some movement here.
So settled on the run back.
They've played this spot a couple of times. They should know it.
Whoa! Whoa! Go!
Okay,
that's good.
Just like that.
Start clearing now, I think.
Makes a couple of red ones go away now. That shooter moving over. It's not in the camera view yet. There it is.
Yeah. Right. That's
still left.
Yep.
The top yellow, or pardon me, the second shot yellow, mostly undercover.
You guys like that?
I like normal. I like
Unless
normal
you want to
if you're
run
going for
that, but
I'd rather hit this one.
Yeah.
Take the double.
Yep.
And roll. Yeah. Normal.
Yeah. Normal. It's good.
Air high.
Firm. Yep. 3/4.
You got it.
Get it. Firm. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Quite a bit out there right now. That one. Okay. It's probably better.
A little thin on that first one. Jams it, spins it across, so it is J.Hartung sitting 2 right now.
Come around
There's a double available off either one of them,
yeah,
really.
that's the problem.
What if he just frees ours? I like that. That's what I like.
That's really good, I think. Okay.
What do you think? Speed's good, bud.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the shot where Jeff is sure that it's really good.
Yeah.
Clean.
There right now.
All there.
Line only.
Let's go lots.
Line
Whoa,
only.
whoa, whoa, looks real heavy.
Back 8.
Not really what you want to hear.
Back 8.
No. No. No.
What do I do with the shooter?
I don't know. Just maybe go, Chevy, go. That way that might carry him on to the other one.
There was no good option. Heavy there.
Nose
There's
is pretty good.
a couple of doubles available. I don't think the triples there. I think you're going to jam the first
I was
two.
going to say it's almost, but I think
Does
that one's
that
going
top
to jam.
yellow go back onto the red?
Well, it might. What he's looking at is if you
Yeah,
play
it's
the
gonna be
straight
close.
back double,
If we do this,
does the
though,
one in the
this is
top 8
just
foot come
jamming
across
back.
into that red at the back
Like,
8?
That
It
one
might.
might, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be close, so maybe this is better.
Sure, let's
Half.
make that one.
Okay, firm.
Well, that's going to jam one in behind cover. The one that he didn't look at, you could actually hit the one that's by itself on the left-hand side as we look at it and come across and get the other double.
Yeah, there's options.
Close.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, hard,
Yes.
hard, 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 hard.
Makes the hit, does come
Yeah, nice
across,
shot.
gets the double.
Really good.
Sweet. Good shot.
That was a good roll.
Yeah.
Shooter spins up a little bit, so it's
Can be firmer there, Jay.
J.Hartung sitting shot.
Yeah, you're safe with that there.
Armstrong with second and third.
Firm.
And a double available for Jason Krupski.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Off. Off.
Makes the hit, but Jams it on the second one and leaves Mike Armstrong sitting shot rock. The shooter rolled out of the rings.
Oh yeah, I got it. Big half. Louder, we can do a big roll.
Don't know what happened on that line call. They kept the sweep on for a long time, and then all of a sudden it was off.
We don't need to play it cute. Board. Okay.
So I don't know if it was the same. The weight didn't match up with what he had expected, or if it just sort of fell back a little bit on him.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Yeah, weight's
Whoa.
cool.
Whoa.
Yep,
Jake.
Jake.
Go. Hard.
Hard.
Got it, Curl.
And Garrett Springer goes by that stone, picks out his own.
He wraps.
I think you weren't having that.
Both teams having a little struggle with finding the line on the takeouts right now.
Well, not really. Then he goes here.
Well, that's fine. You follow him down right here. Like, if you're tight here, he's got a small. Are you showing piece in the back?
Well, or bite. I like going half under like you had.
Okay.
That's the shot I like there.
So coming right around, sitting on top of his own.
3 for Jack.
You guys like going right in there?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Okay. I do too. How are we doing for time?
I think we're okay. Yeah. Same way if you draw to the button. Or, I mean, last end.
Okay. Same speed.
I got real good. Really good.
It's really nice.
Wait's nice, Jake. Right now.
Easy.
All there.
Easy.
No, wait's good.
Easy.
Okay.
No, Chad, looks heavy.
Wait's good. Okay.
Looks super heavy.
It is. No, it's not bad. It's not
No,
bad.
not yet.
Okay.
Now it's going.
Poke it then or something.
Okay, that's fine.
Jesus. Or something.
You know, it's interesting. They called. He said he liked that same draw that Jason threw, and they got pretty much the same result that Jason.
What's that?
It's not terrible, though. I don't know that you can make the double. He got just enough curl out of it, I think.
I don't think you can make the double.
Unless we try and hit it thin and double them both off. Kind of let them cover. Yeah. So that's just as good.
I think the shots to try and get to nose.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. But like control would, if you skinny the guard, you'd hit nose. You want to just try control, and if you do the 3/4, whatever.
Like center line then, colors control.
Yeah.
Yours, I do there.
Okay then. Here, less. Yeah.
I think center line should be okay. It should go.
Okay. Or do you think?
I would think so. Yeah. Control weight, guys. Control, yeah.
Hair high or nose?
We're going to try and get to nose, but if we are hair high, that's okay.
So Mike Armstrong's first stone here, what he's thinking is gets it just a hair high or nose. He might stay in front of the yellow and hopefully have a chance for 2, at least make it difficult for J.Hartung to get this stone out. If he could get to nose, he wouldn't be able to make the double with the weight that he's talking about, but he might be able to pop the yellow out into the open at least.
Hard!
Has to get by the guard.
Up front here.
Hard off the line.
By the front one.
Right out.
Does get to the nose, and that's enough to pop the yellow out
Still nice shot.
into the open.
Yeah, nice shot.
Ooh, that was paper.
What do you throw, Jeff?
Just really nice. Nice, and that's good there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I threw them ones like half bumper.
We can be nice and fairly gentle here, I think yet. I mean, it will curl when it gets inside the line, obviously.
It'll walk over there.
J.Hartung with his final stone here, looking to hit and sit too.
Just nice.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Could force Mike Armstrong into a difficult shot for a single if he could hit and roll in front of his own.
Jeff with just a little bit more weight than Mike.
Makes the hit. Now will he stay?
Good.
Garrett Springer had to wait for that rock to get to the tee line. It does stay 12 foot.
Yeah. Is that firm or not?
Yeah, just that would be good.
Yeah, I think so.
A little bit, maybe here for him.
It's probably good bumper, eh?
Yeah.
Control weight.
Well, they said early in the end they were content to get a force here, and
mission accomplished.
they have done that. Mike Armstrong
Here, more, Garrett.
going to have to try to take a single here. Needs to hit and stay anywhere in the 8 foot. Pick up his single point.
Whoa.
Easy,
No.
easy. Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, Grady. Off.
Whoa. Yeah. Close, Jake. Close.
Yeah, yeah. Go, go, go. You can go.
Not yet. It's not even.
Holy crap.
Well, if Mike Armstrong has had any trouble in this game, it has been with his hits. Just barely makes contact with that stone at all. Will get it out the back, but it's a steal of 1 for J.Hartung, and we're tied up after 6 ends of play.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel.
We're going to quickly go to a live update here on sheet 2. Just 2 skip stones left to come, 1 for each team. Tim, what are we looking at?
The way it goes, eh? One for each
it's
team.
a mess.
Well, Steve Howard is yellow, looking to raise up his own stone. He just drew that one in there. He was trying to draw around on his first one, came up a bit light, but is able to use that stone right now to promote, hopefully, his yellow onto the red.
Now, he does not have last rock here and facing. I can't tell how many.
Well, he's sitting 1 now.
But it looks
was
like
looking like
2, 3, 4,
second,
fifth,
third, fourth, and fifth still
Yeah.
belong to red. Now, does he have a shot?
Well,
He can play the stone that Steve Howard just used to tap
which
that
is
back.
tight enough,
but can
but
he
it-
get it by all the other ones?
without jamming, yeah. But I think that's all he has. Unless he draws for 1.
Well, there's another guard just a little bit outside of the camera range. There we go. The guard on the left, he could play the in-off double on that. It's thin, but then if you make contact with that stone in the 12 foot, there's nothing for it to jam on after that.
Well, if you hit this one on the high side with where the broom is, though, it might go underneath the red, but then...
Yeah.
But even if it noses, how many reds are still left? Like if it just scoots past the one in the back 12?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So if he comes up to that,
you might get as many as 3. It's hard to tell. They've elected to try to double these yellows, I think. Brady Kendall with the final stone. We won't know till the dust settles how many he might be able to count here. They called the brush on early.
On off.
Manages to squeak it through.
The needle.
And looks like that should be a score of 4 for Brady Kendall.
And their cheering section is certainly here in
They're happy
great
about
prominence.
It. Yeah.
Huge shot for the young skipper there.
Back to our sheet.
Good one. Went through.
We do have a long center guard that's outside our camera angle. And the Armstrong team just splitting the rings.
Line's good. Weight's good. On its own. Okay. Looks definitely less. Stay with it. It's really curling. Really curling. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good throw. Nice shot.
Corner guard, actually.
I don't know. Go around real high, 12 foot.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Yeah, high. Okay. I'll give it to you guys. Been a bit heavy, so. I got pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well, this will be interesting now in this game. We heard Mike saying, you know, they want to stay patient, but now that they're tied with Hammer, see if they really start to
totally by itself.
Put a little bit more pressure on, change the game plan a little bit.
Yeah, it's better.
Easy. Whoa.
Weight's pretty good.
No. No, let it stop. It's going to come out. Okay. Okay, not bad. Nice throw.
Come down, yeah.
Well, that center guard is so long that
it's pretty high. So control.
Yeah. Okay. Get this one.
A lot of ice. Control. Okay. Just the 10. You got it. Hair down. Yep. Hard. Really hard. Hard.
They were on the brush right out of his hands, and even with that long guard, not able to get by. Now they get a
few other
how do you call this one? Wicky ticky in behind the stone on the 8 foot.
Yeah. That's the technical term. Look how perfect that turned out.
Normal
run back.
is good there. Just normal. Whoa, never. I don't know.
It's a short run back, but you got to get close to the nose on this, and that's
setting it out there.
just running straight, and that's not the first time we've heard Jeff say that.
It looks like you set it out when you let it go.
Okay. T-line, eh? Yeah, you got her.
So with the rollout there, a chance for Mike Armstrong to set up his deuce here.
Okay, line's good. Weight's close. Top T line. Wait, Garrett.
It's going to come to the open side. Now I wonder.
Well, there is
thought
a
they
corner
might try
guard
to
out
play
there,
around the
but
corner guard, but you're thinking the wide corner. I thought he might come around the yellow, but
that one.
Does the fact that J.Hartung has tried to play away from those guards, play the doubles, does that play into your thinking at all here? You figure if you come over here, Jeff's going to play the hit and roll over towards that one, and you can keep the play away from that guard that way?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sorry, Mike. That's okay.
Bumper! Bumper's good here.
Yeah, Jason lost a tough semifinal in the provincial. He won the provincials, but the Canadians that year. One of those double peels that rolled in. He had hammer. Double peel that rolled to the 4 foot, and he ended up losing the game.
Keep going.
He had a great run at Canadians.
Okay.
Well, looking for the roll, but he hits and stays right there.
There. No, it's
Was
pretty
that
good.
the same time you were there, Kim? And
Close. No,
close.
A little bit earlier.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we rolling under?
No, just nose and nose.
Okay, right on the nose. Great.
Good weight.
Oh, clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa now.
Jake. Go.
Jake. Holy moly. Okay.
Well, makes the hit and gets a bit of a roll to the open side. A roll that I don't think they wanted. A chance now for Jason Krupski to make the double.
Normal's good, Jay.
What's that? Just normal?
Normal. Yeah.
It's going to ride there. Yeah, it's been a little straighter there, eh? No.
No. Not yet. No. No. No.
Needs to get across the face a little bit to get the double. Makes the hit, but drives it by that red stone.
Hey, good throw. Actually, could have went for the hit and get over there.
Still, it means Mike Armstrong not going to be able to roll back towards the middle. He'd run the yellow onto his own stone. So he's playing with a small piece of ice here to try to get the hit and roll, not leave a double. He's got to roll past his own stone and not roll out of the rings. Garrett Springer looking for the delicate hit and roll here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hair more. Clean. 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 Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yep. Hard. 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 Right to it. Good. Good shot. Good. Throw.
Makes the hit, but stays right there.
Gives
another
Jeff a
double
chance at the
chance.
double.
Yeah. It's pretty good, Jay, I think.
Tightened up the ice just a little bit on this attempt as well. They had Broom off the rock on Jason's attempt.
What kind of speed, Jeff?
Well, you know what? With that ice, we can be a little bit crisp, right?
Okay.
But I mean, it does take its time out there a little more so than by the center line. But I mean, we still gotta try for that double for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Well, they called the brush on here early.
Really gotta go.
Wants to make the double. Actually jammed the second one now. Does he get the roll behind cover though?
Okay.
Jesus.
Pretty buried, so
Got more curl than they would have liked, but came out of it not bad as his shooter was just about dead buried.
Well, it's certainly not a straight-ahead, straightforward shot, but that guard is just only about a foot over the hog line, and we do know it curls once it leaves the line, so like pretty confident here about hack weight shot.
Hack? Hack weight. It's a high guard, so.
Yo, for sure.
Yeah, I like that, yeah. Hack.
Hack weight?
Yeah, hack.
There you got it.
I'll go here with this less weight. It's kind of been tracking here, but this way it'll go. So just be so close. Yeah.
Good weight.
Mike Armstrong
Grady.
with last rock here in 7th inning. This is his first stone.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Whoa. 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 Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean it. Clean it. Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Nice throw. Nice shot. Good throw, Mike. Good judge.
Makes the hit, stays pretty much right there. A little bit of a roll.
That just takes a lot of confidence to just block that guard right out of your vision and just believe that once it gets past the guard, it will keep curling. Well, it's great when the ice gives you those kinds of shots. It's just fabulous.
As you can see, that guard is so long it really doesn't even come into play. I mean, yes, it's in your line of sight, but
Jeff talking about normal. I don't know whether he's playing the double or just the hit and roll.
We got a chance at the double.
There you go.
It's either that or, you know, really gentle and stay there, but I don't know if I like that.
I like playing the bigger role.
I do too.
Yeah, or the double. Yeah.
Okay.
Good normal. Hard. Gotta go. Really hard.
Not sure he got all the way to the stick on that one. They
I
jumped
don't
the
think
sweep
so.
right out
That
of his
looked
hand.
like a bit of a turn in. Needs the sweeper's help.
By the guard, but he was looking for the double. Is that going to be over the top? Touches it, but not enough to get it out of the rings, and his shooter will spin into the boards.
Jesus, just a
Well, I thought the sweepers did a great job just to make sure he didn't hit the guard, give up a chance for 3.
I just needed to hit it a little thinner for the double.
Yeah. Alrighty. 4 seconds. Still good? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Good. Same thing, hey? Like weight's holding up. Good. Yeah. Sounds good.
That's always so reassuring to hear as the game progresses that they're not talking slide path issues or tracking different spots. It's been really consistent. That just takes so much worry out of the game when you can throw in the 10th end what you've been throwing all game.
Take a look, take a look. Just clean, just clean.
Should be really
clean.
All up to the brushers here.
We're good.
Well, they said they were good, but then backed away quite a bit. Jason Krupsey met that rock at the tee line, but it will come to rest. Full 12 at the back, so it is 2 points for Mike Armstrong. They jump out to a 5-3 lead. J.Hartung will have last rock when we come back.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, we've got all kinds of updates for you here as we come back. Susan and Kim have all the details.
Well, what was a very close game ended very quickly when Brent Geddick tried to draw his way out of massive trouble. He didn't get down to that rock on the back button. Allowed Ryland Kleider a fairly open tap for 6 points and immediate handshakes and a 10-3 victory for Ryland to advance further in the B event.
We're going to go here to sheet 2. We saw that nice shot for 4 by Brady Kendall, and we're down to Skip's Rocks here now on this sheet. And you can see that Brady is sitting 2. The Kendall team has controlled this entire end. They've been sitting quite a few, and we have Brady Kendall's last rock yet to come, and then we will also have Stephen Howard's last rock. So good position for the Kendall team to be in.
Yeah, they looked at possibly making some kind of a play on that, but I think the concern is they could jam something. Why help out your opponent?
Yeah, I don't know that you need to. You're sitting 2.
You can be in here.
Yeah.
What?
So it's Anthony Neufeld on the right, the third, or throwing third stones.
Especially from the 8 foot, then it's definitely not there.
Yeah, he's got to hit it to make contact with that. He's got to hit it pretty low. Yeah, I think you just throw it here.
I think so.
Anywhere on that path, eh? Here? I think I prefer the out.
What they're talking about is they don't think Stephen Howard's got a shot where he could run the yellow onto the red and roll across and get the other red stone. So
yeah, I mean, all he would have right now would be the...
You're just thinking pick it? That's pretty good, too.
The double on the other side, so taking that away, you throw it anywhere on the path like they said, and he doesn't have anything. Now you could...
Even if we hit the back one, it's never jamming or anything else.
Could play the pick, I heard them say.
I'm good with that, too.
Edge your rock?
Yep.
they end up, the decision they make is to try to play the yellow through the hole between the two reds. Harder to jam it and leave it anywhere in the rings that way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Brady Kendall looking to pick this through the hole.
Ooh.
Well,
gets the job done though.
Picked it, actually touched the other red stone,
Yeah.
but that's enough to get it through.
Leaves Stephen Howard a shot to get his 1 point. I don't think there's a double and a blank. Just playing the back one with board weight. Taking his 1.
In our feature game, you can see the Armstrong team just coming around the center guard now. And that is the 5th stone. J.Hartung has played this fairly open so far. He could peel the guard here. Could play a run. I think it's too flat to play the double off the outside one. It looks like they've elected to just try to tap that back. Sit in the top 8 foot there. And Steve Howard looking for the single point here, already trailing by 4.
Hard! Hard! Yep.
In typical Howard fashion, Stevens lost his voice, I think. It's only game 2.
Makes the little hit and roll over to the button and picks up his single point there.
Well, that's a crucial point in the sense that we've already seen some games where teams have come back without the hammer, so it's important to stay in the game there. He didn't try anything silly there for the blank. It wasn't really even there, but didn't get desperate, and there's still 3 ends to go.
Jake. Hard. Okay, that's good. Good.
Well, I kind of like that. And get this just to here. Unless you want to weld yet, that's okay too.
What, do you guys like the draw or the tap?
Whatever you, I don't know. It's good.
Make a decision. The straight draw?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We're hotter.
Yeah, here more.
We got more.
Well, we can carry them off the other one then.
Back 12.
We need something.
No. Yep.
We need a piece.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Go, Chad, when it gets there. Go. I don't want to kill this, though.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
I'll just sit here. Even if you're
not a bad result.
It's not great.
That red stone at the back of the 12 foot, and the
mind
yellow is
so straight here,
far enough, rolled far
That's
enough
pretty
that
good.
it'd be tough for Mike Armstrong to pass it by the red shot stone.
No, I think I like that call better.
Mike was just saying it's pretty straight here, so just want to corner
Top
freeze
12,
or
as long
get
as
to
we
the
get a good
inside
line,
of
you
this.
can bump a hair.
Well, it's a couple of shots now that Jeff's team has sort of gotten a little bit more out of the Plan B call than the Plan A call, but the weight was pretty close there, so they're able to work with it a little bit.
Think we're heavy?
We're heavy.
How heavy? Back line.
Okay, go then. Whoa.
No, not yet.
No.
Back 8.
Whoa.
So.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Yep.
Hard.
Yes.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Going over top.
Yeah, when the call was heavy, they decided they wanted to hit it thin enough to put it past the red.
It's looking mighty red over there.
Yeah. Good try. I like that.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of like that. I don't know.
12 feet heavy. Touch heavy.
Touch heavy, 12 feet heavy.
Not the best.
There's 2 schools of thought here as far as that.
Yeah,
you and Donnie do good.
Well,
I like coming this
for
way.
J.Hartung, even if you love that call, how do you get it there? Like by the time you're by that through that port,
right?
Are you not going to be at least
totally
to the nose, if not past the red?
I agree with you.
I like this way
I love the call. I just don't think you can get it
I don't
there.
know how you get there.
Yeah.
Unless you almost over curl with
they're
the
gonna call the
intern coming
timeout.
around this way.
I like the out turn.
I'm really scared of hanging it.
Jeff
It's funny, we're worried about the over curl.
Like, I mean, he bounced. Well, whatever. I know. I'm just.
I like that.
Do you?
I think
Like, is there any way we can give him? Is there any way we can give him a double?
I think if you go here, you could just bang this and change the angle. If you come on this side.
Well, I think what he could do maybe is he could throw it and maybe spin it and maybe make contact. I'm really not exactly sure. You guys like this spot?
Yeah.
So you want to get it right into the pocket? Like that's the safest.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're up there, he's still shot. But it's probably not.
That's
well,
not
you know,
bad, right?
well, you know why? Okay, I'll tell you what. You know why it's not? If he goes and he hits the yellow and rolls away, Jason, you got that double over on the other side of the house.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I was looking at.
So playing the freeze to the pocket.
The same problem still exists, though. It's look at that outside guard. By the time you're by that, how do you expect it to go that straight at the end that you're still in the pocket? I mean, getting right to the face of the red isn't bad.
Right, but what I was just going to say is I did hear them say they think it's maybe straightening up a hair, so I'm not sure if they meant in this spot exactly, but I guess we're about to see.
Chad!
Chad, you're in.
Clean!
Chad.
Line only!
Bring down, Chad. You might have to hold
Line only! Just for weight, guys. Line's good. Line only!
You're down.
Easy. Line's good.
Starting to make its
really
move
good.
now.
Line's really
Touch
good.
it.
But we
Touch
can't
it.
crash nothing.
Touch
No.
Sit. Sit down. Okay. Pretty good, Jay.
All right. Good.
That's the best he could do, I think.
Yeah,
Actually, that little bump might mean that he could get at it from both sides, too. He could get the yellow tap onto it, and now he could probably get around from the intern side and move it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if nose of this helps us that much, Mike.
Oh, that was a pretty nice shot from Jason.
What else do we do? Do we run? We're sitting there as a catcher.
But he needed that little bit of extra back forefoot weight in order to keep that line, because once it went through that port, it kept curling.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't. Nose.
You have to hit the open one.
I like to call it timeout.
If we do the nose, then they do this and sit here.
Yeah. And they'll only be first shot, right?
They'll only be first, but then like we're hidden behind it, so we can't really get to both of them.
Yeah. Where's the best spot to get to then?
Yeah, exactly. I think
timeout,
might
please.
Goal here is to force into one, right?
Might as well.
The Armstrong team calling a timeout as well.
Yeah, very. Right. So.
Yeah, neither team here has a coach, so
You
timeout
get
will
them
start
all.
immediately.
You might be able to.
All three. If we made it perfect.
What's worse that happens? Like,
Worst that happens is we peel this probably.
even if you just hit right nose, you're getting this one. This one should be
Right. Yeah. Nose
Yeah,
is
I
pretty
like
darn
feel.
good. They're just sitting one.
just a hair high, hey?
But if we just peel this.
Nothing wrong with just the peel either, is there?
Between the runner
Not the best.
Yeah, I think we either hit the open one or we run this.
Yeah.
What do you guys like?
I like hitting that if we make it good, yeah.
So if we do that, he comes in.
He's still got to
and
make
taps
something
that
good off
yellow.
this, but if he just sits it there and gets a good...
He taps the yellow, and then we have either turn to come to it with a draw, probably.
But he'll have two yellows.
Well,
So
he'll
if we
be
hit-
sitting one.
If we hit nose, he's going to try and
Oh
tap.
yeah, he might be only sitting one. You're right. I guess if you get that.
But even if we peel this, like those angles still aren't great for us in the house. No, I mean,
Well, that's why if we...
to hit those out, we have to clear all three of those rocks. Yeah.
Let's make a decision.
This isn't too
Whatever's
bad
easier,
to run
whatever you
this.
think.
I'm
That's
easier
the
to make.
easier shot.
Like,
so I don't hate that.
I don't mind this.
What turn? We have to throw probably normal.
I think just normal. Yeah, I like normal. Do you like edge of rock?
Okay. I don't mind a hair more, Mike.
It looks like a really big hole from here, but
We need nose.
We need nose.
By the time it
Against
passes
the
past
stagger.
the yellow corner, it's coming in, possibly
I'll just throw
tipping
nine.
that front yellow in the top forefoot.
It's kind of one of those situations where it's easier to make it the harder you can throw it, because you don't have to worry about
the curl.
the curl.
Hard.
Because
Really
the
hard.
stagger's kind of reversed here.
Hard. Hard. Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard.
This is where it starts to make its move.
Nice, good shot.
Made that
Pretty
look
good.
easy.
Pretty good.
Just touched the first Yellowstone, but didn't move it much.
Sweeping Jake.
Right in here. Right in there, because I mean,
Yeah.
Looks good. Just how do
Jason
you get
throws
it
the
there?
exact same shot he just threw.
right there.
And
Be perfect.
I think
You won't be able to get either yellow out.
even if you tap it a hair,
Yeah.
And
Throw the
well
same
hit.
weight he just threw.
The exact same shot and the exact
actually
same
like the
line.
freeze. Freeze is still the shot, Jay. Appears to be a little more room.
Very close. Weight's good. Weight's good. Yep.
Okay, yep.
Gotta go for line. Hard. Hard. Gotta go for
This one's really curling hard.
Hard jab. Hard jab. Hard as you can go. Hard. Hard.
Might have brought the weight down a little bit, and
looks a
with
little
that,
light.
not able to get it
was all the way
by.
out there, trust me. Through
Just a little. Oh, yeah,
Vicky? Okay. Definitely something happened to it, for sure. Because it really came
We don't have got a pretty tough shot.
down
to
with
just
no
get, like, if you made
handle.
that run, it'd be for just
Yeah,
to
he
sit
does
one.
have this double for two.
I think you got a guard right now, unless you were just, it's so hard to get there.
What do you like? Well, I like the guard.
Yeah, what's wrong with the guard?
I think just a hair higher though. Make that run a little
you can't-
tougher.
That double is pretty easy. He has a
What
pretty
about-
big
is this
wall of
lined up?
stuff.
That's just
yeah,
for
no,
that
that's,
anyways.
yeah. This is here too.
I think we just guard for now, guys.
Okay.
He's got a tough shot just to get one right now, hey? I think you can go at least outside of him, just a little outside middle. I think that's good, hey?
Yeah,
You know, the thing that Mike Armstrong's team is pointing out that I don't think Mike said he's got a pretty tough
Halfway is pretty good,
shot to
eh?
score one. I don't think he's got any shot to score one. He's got a shot to score two.
Two. Yeah, exactly. I was
and I
just
don't see
doing
there's
a
any way
quick
that he's only
look.
scoring one out of it.
Yeah.
And plus, we're still only on Skip's first stone. If he makes that double on his first one,
it's guarded.
And you've thrown the guard,
You've guarded it.
He's still got a chance to score three.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind coming right on top of that yellow if it was me.
Well, I think they said the same thing, other than it's tough to get there.
True. But, I mean, you could get to the inside of the nose on it and you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Weight's really good.
Wait's there by itself.
Whoa, we're there. Top 12.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Two.
Easy.
Sorry, two.
Okay, line's good.
2-3.
Garrett's. Grady's
Over and
up.
off. Over and off.
Grady.
No, not Grady. Good. Nice shot. Yeah, that's good.
Comes right down to touch the
Didn't
side of the
take
guard that's there.
Jeff Long to say, I'm going to throw this double to sit two behind those that are actually now staggered guards.
Half rocker. Yeah, it's fairly natural, I think.
Yeah, that's right. That takes away any chance of Mike to run in a red saver if Jeff makes this double.
We have to, I don't think we have to, we just have to hit the inside third or whatever of it.
Okay.
It's just a line shot.
Chevy, you're down. No.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard.
J.Hartung with his first stone here, looking for a double. Makes the hit, comes across, does get the second stone, and even spins up just a little bit.
Good throw, Jeff.
Good sweep.
And there you can see it. Everything yellow is dead behind cover.
Yeah,
We're too thin.
I think so.
I guess he can hit that one.
What are you
all
throwing?
that he can see.
He's hit there.
But he certainly made this a little bit more difficult, added a degree of difficulty with that first rock of his. It bounced just a bit.
Firm weight,
He had
guys.
two choices.
Just a hair high. Yep, you can. Need about 7/8.
But, you know, with Mike Armstrong, with his first stone, if you put it right on top of the yellow, how much easier is the shot?
Isn't that right?
Yep.
He's got to get close to the nose here, and that looked like he might have set it back just a little bit.
Jake.
It's going to come off the back of that other stone. Not really.
And now he's actually opened up a little bit of draw room for Jeff.
Gives
him
his
another
drop
rock
at three a
width.
little easier.
I'll see if it's changed, and I'll talk to the guys again from.
Well, it's
couple
actually
inch.
same speed.
I think you can take middle of. I think you're safe with middle, Jason. Yeah, that's good.
You'd like 3 for Jeff?
Well, and it's nice now he can even come down to the top yellow and still have third shot.
The pin was 96.
Yeah, you certainly can come down to your own
good job.
any
Is
way,
it?
shape, or form.
Yeah.
What was I when I was that last one I threw? Was I 0 or was I 95 or something?
I think we were both 96 or 97, yeah.
And that's too much.
No.
No, that'll be fine.
95 to 3.
Yeah.
If you're 3, you're good.
I got a little
It's
heavy.
really nice.
Yep. I got a little heavy.
It's really nice. It's yours.
Chevy.
The line is good.
Line only.
Chevy, stay down.
Line only. It's really good, you guys. Line only.
Hey, you got backing.
Plenty of room by the guard. It's all up to the sweepers to put this stone in the 4-foot somewhere. Comes down, nudges both of his own stones, and put 3 points on the board for J.Hartung. They take the lead for the first time in this game. Mike Armstrong will have last rock in the 9th.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We've got another live update for you. We turn our attention quickly to sheet 4.
Yeah, here Lloyd Fell has a 2-point lead, and he's sitting 2 here in 9, and we see that Ryan Dice is just going to draw to the 4-foot for his 1 point to get within 1, playing 10.
Are you surprised at all, Kim, that he didn't take a look at we're just coming back to this now. I'm not sure whether he even looked at the double. It's there.
It looked
it's a
like
long
there's
double.
For 2. Half rock.
And
yeah.
it is for 2. But they have settled on the shot for 1 here.
Looks like it would be a pretty thin double, but
it's
certainly a double
long,
for 2,
but
absolutely.
but it's for 2, and that's...
Yep. Ties the game as it is. Their Ryan Dice team will be 1 down without playing 10. Back to our sheet, we see that big score of 3. Well, you know, we heard J.Hartung talking about patience. I guess it paid off.
Wasn't the best slide.
You know, he gets his 3 in the 8th, and nice 1 up now, playing 9.
Well, the Hartung team's made a couple of nice draws here, and then
on.
followed up by, you know, a double and stuff. But we've seen a couple more misses now from the Armstrong team than what we did see in the first half of the game. So it's sort of been that combination of Hartung's team curling a little bit better, but Armstrong's team's giving them the chance.
Well, you know what, I'll be honest, it wasn't even so much execution with Armstrong. I think it was that guard with his first shot that cost him there.
I didn't love the call, but Mike has had, trying to think back, I think it might be 4 hits now that he didn't quite get the line that he was looking for, including that last run back.
Yeah, that's true.
Hard. Hurry, get a bite. Go. Really tight for sure. Hard. Good sweep. Okay. Good.
Good sweep. Okay. I think that's good, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. I don't think we need double.
No.
It's short. Yeah. Little late.
Hard. Make it tight, though. Line good. Okay, whereabouts are we?
Short.
Okay, whoa, then, whoa. Off, Jay. And leave some... Or can you weld it on the nose?
No, it's over.
Okay.
Round here.
Well, not what they had in mind, but
Got her, Jake.
is still another stone on the center line. Mike Armstrong can't really deal with those right now, but a chance to use his corner guard.
Probably
Jake
more. It's
Ripplinger
rotate. One more rotation.
looked to come around.
More room.
Okay, more
We're
weight.
all there. Okay.
We're behind T. Yeah, for sure.
Lots of weight, hey. Nearby it. As long as you're back here, yeah, you can go a bit. Yep.
Lots of room by the red guard. He almost didn't get by the yellows at the center.
Good.
Comes to rest. Just a bite of the back 8 foot.
It's fine,
Should
Jake.
be
Bumper's
mostly
good
open.
there, Chevy.
There's a look at it. Just about has all of it. You do have to be a little bit careful. This is still just the 5th stone of the end. If they happen to crash that guard,
Bumper up.
put it to the boards, it would come back.
Close. Close. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
How about now?
I was just waiting for him to wait till it hit the tee line and go now.
Heel ace.
Yep.
Makes the hit, rolls the shooter out of play.
Heel.
Well, Mike Armstrong, trailing by 1 with last rock here, he wouldn't mind a blank end if he could get it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So we're on the 6th stone here. And his first opportunity to try to peel the guards.
Close. Yep. Hard. Good, nice shot. Really good.
Nicely done.
Good, nice shot,
Makes
Grady.
the 2 center guards go away, and the shooter rolls out of play.
Go center.
I don't like chasing behind the corner.
I don't know. Maybe throw a center. You like Jeff likes this.
You like a center, Jeff?
Not throw a
I
tight
don't.
center, because then we can go on. We can go in behind later if we have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I kind of like it.
I agree with Jason that chasing around corner guards when you don't have hammer usually leads to grief.
Especially this early in the end. It's one thing if you're playing it later in the end to try to get the
for
force,
sure.
but you play it now, and Mike Armstrong might decide to just follow it down and say, well, if you want to force me, you can force me to 3.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times have you seen that happen?
Yeah.
Wait's good. Yeah, that's fine, guys. That's a good call. I was thinking go around. If he ticks or something, we have a force, but...
Still, it's kind of playing for a miss, you know, and I think you sort of have to
Hey,
stand
Chevy.
there with the assumption that they're going to
Good.
make their shot, that you really don't want to have to deal with them corner frozen on top of you behind that guard.
I am surprised that he's peeling this direction, though. You come the other way, you might be able to bring your shooter into the rings off the back of the red, or at least get both guards out of the way. As long as that guard stays there, it is there for the potential force later on.
Let's see.
Of course, the decision gets a little simpler here after you saw that Mike Armstrong's willing to peel that guard.
Yeah.
He'd probably
Now
throw
you
at
know.
least 1 or 2 more centers.
Yeah. And we're on Jason, so third's first.
Yeah, we're all right. Well. We're real tight.
No, you're good. Real good. Clean.
When you talk about the 1 up, 1 down scenarios, I think you can pretty much judge from the way Jeff has played this game. He's fairly defensive, fairly open-minded. He'd prefer to have the lead, so he'll take the 1-point lead into the last end, even if he has to relinquish the hammer.
Yeah. By the same token, I'm thinking that the Armstrong team won't be too upset to be 1 down with hammer playing 10 either.
Got a few spectators checking out the program, and we maybe should warn them the sheet assignments in there are wrong.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Or some of them are, anyway.
Almost
got everything.
I wonder what the statistics are now with the 1 up coming home with the 5 rock rule. I'm guessing they're a lot closer to
Well, if you're tight, as long as you're
50-50
tight,
now,
if you're
I don't
here,
know.
it's really good. It's a nice run back.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think we wait till Jeff.
I shouldn't go off memory, but there were some released. Pat Simmons from the CurlSask High Performance Director Office released some preliminary ones from last year at the Slams where they played 5 rocks, and it was still fairly close for the men, but the women had a bit of an advantage, 1 up without, as compared to it was a little bit more even with the guys. It was pretty much 50-50 because, and we sort of just were thinking that maybe the women didn't get as many double peels. sort of a thing, and we're able to get that steal or the force.
Little boost, boys.
But
Okay.
that was still
Little
just,
boost.
it's a rough sample from some Bonspiels
We're
last
out,
year
guys.
out on the World
Howard.
Curling Tour.
On
I don't
it
have
goes.
the exact, I've got them somewhere. They're just not right in front of me.
Don't
But
want him to roll in and behind the corner. That's the only thing.
Ah.
Jay?
Okay.
You want to roll behind?
Type it in.
Or just
not
feel?
what they wanted.
Nose isn't
sticking around
good.
in the house is good.
What's that?
I think sticking around in the house is good.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be that way though. Like we could roll that
Control.
way.
Yeah, I kind of like open. Okay.
Yeah, I wondered if they wouldn't talk about that. If you're
Yeah, as
happy
long
to
as
play
you
for the
stick it
blank
out.
end
I like
here,
that. Don't let 'em
Yeah.
draw
this
around.
is your chance to keep the play away from that guard. Jeff and Jason actually discussed before the last one when to make the play into the rings.
Hair firm. Whoa. Whoa. Jake. Yep. Jake.
If you can keep the play away from that corner guard, you don't let them ever make that choice.
Hard. Set.
Ooh, wow, nice. Look.
Good. Nice shot.
Well done.
Keep it crisp there, though.
Nice shot.
Let's keep it crisp.
You going
It
right
should
here?
go right down there, yeah. It's a good spot. Thanks, guys.
I'm thinking Jeff
You gotta keep just a little
Hartung needs
bit
to go
crisper
after a
out here, I
potato
think.
chip company for a sponsor.
Yeah, he uses that word a lot.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Gotta go.
Gotta go, Chevy! Really gotta go! Hard! Sit down.
Makes the hit. Now, where's the shooter going to end up? Well, slides just through the
I was a
back.
little scared of that spot. I should have took it step.
Okay.
Maybe a pinch more ice.
You know, it's funny because Jeff Hartung's team was worried about leaving that in the back where they might freeze to it. Mike Armstrong
Didn't waste
never
it.
thinking
No.
about trying to score two here. He wants the blank
He
end,
wants
to
that
keep the hammer.
Absolutely.
There's a little bit of that going on with both teams this end.
Yeah.
Both worried about the other team doing something they were never considering.
That never had a plan for.
Yeah.
But you know what? He makes the peel. I mean, you're going to see the freeze
yeah,
to the
exactly.
back one.
He's going to freeze to the back one.
But he only has to move it an inch or two to get the blank. But still.
Whoa. Peel. Clean. Clean.
Yeah, for
clean.
that reason, I guess if you're going to hit this stone, you wonder if maybe you shouldn't play the hit and roll into the rings and
Nice
force
shot.
Jeff to hit it, but
You're good.
he content to play the hit and roll out there.
Well, the back one.
So just while Jeff goes down, I did find some of those numbers that Pat sent out. So as of April 2018, they took a sampling from some of the 5 Rock
that
Rule
baby on there.
Bonspiels out on the circuit. And on the women's circuit, if you're one up without, you had a 58% chance of
You guys
winning.
like that, or do you think we need
And
a
if
little
you're
bit
down
less?
one with, 42% chance of winning. Whereas in
pinch.
the men, the numbers
Just
that
a
came
pinch.
through, if you're the one up without, you're at 52%, and if you're down one with, you're at 48%. So
Yeah,
it's
much tighter.
So with the men, it's what's your preference to
Overall, there.
steal or
It's quite heavy.
have the hammer?
Got lots.
Yeah, it's real heavy.
Back line hack.
No, I think it might even be close to through.
I think backline hack is close to through.
Pretty much.
It's a really good path there, but boy, that's a good opportunity there to freeze that.
Throwing it in?
Yeah.
Well, makes this blank easy. We know what's
Sorry,
coming.
Jay.
Okay. Good technique. Right.
Jeff Hartung disappointed with himself, but at the same time, I don't think you expect the miss from Mike Armstrong on what would have been a fairly simple blank attempt. Yes, there might be a jam there, but he only has to get it to roll a few inches to be out of the rings. As it is, a simple throw through here for Mike Armstrong. He'll blank the 9th end, retain hammer into end number 10.
So it's still a toss-up at 52-48.
Mike Armstrong will have last rock when we come back.
Awesome.
Not better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Well, all of these games winding down, we'll quickly update all of the action here in Draw 4. Kim, Susan?
Well, Speed said it was a tight-fought game, lots of rocks in play, but the Kleider team slammed the door on the Geddick team there with a massive 6-ender when Brent tried to draw out of trouble and couldn't, and left the open hit for a 10-3 final score.
Over on sheet 2, I think we have the replay here in the 8th end. We see that Brady Kendall had a draw for 2 points here. But
elected to draw. He actually had a chance. If he'd wanted to play for 3, he could have played the hit, I think, on the Yellowstone sitting second shot. Didn't want to risk jamming it and slid a little too far at the back.
Yeah, only getting a single, so make that score 7-3, playing 9 now for Brady Kendall. We're going to go all the way over to sheet 4, and this sheet is in the 10th end, and I think we're going to stay here. We've just got the last 2 skip rocks to come. Right now, you can see the house and the setup here. Lloyd Fell is 1 up with, and he's yellow.
He's sitting shot rock. Ryan Dice trying to move that stone enough to sit 2. Or was he playing the tap on his own all the way? I thought he was trying to tap the yellow and sit 2. Didn't get across the red. So it's simply a nose hit here. It actually doesn't even need the nose. Any hit on this red stone.
Yeah, just needs to make it go away.
They'd actually called a timeout to discuss what they were doing there. And I'm a little surprised they were playing the in-turn. I thought they were playing the tap on the yellow to try to sit 2, which would have probably been easier from the out-turn. They don't have to come across their own. The other possibility, maybe they were just playing the tap to leave the tap stone shot and leave the red and the shooter in the pocket between the yellow red. It's hard to know. We don't have mics on these players, so kind of have to judge based on the way they gesture.
Yeah. As it turns out, Lloyd simply has an open hit here.
And so for those 5 viewers that Lloyd said were looking forward to seeing him, you at least get to see his final throw here as he just needs the hit to pick up the victory.
And there's a nice win for the Fell team.
They'll move on in the B event, and I believe they play again 7 o'clock tonight. Double check that. I know there are a couple of the teams out here that are looking at playing back-to-back.
That's right. The Fell team will move on to play Scott Comfort this evening at 7 o'clock. And the winner of our game is going to move on tonight to a 7 o'clock game against Cody Hartung.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jeff wants to play Cody.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Not that he'll have any choice in the matter, should he win.
If that's the choices. If his choices are play Cody or drop to the sea, he'd rather play Cody.
I think we're all over there.
Quite a bit of room for now. Tight, on its
It'll
own.
take at least one more end here for us to see whether or not Mike Armstrong is going to cooperate with Jeff Hartung's plans.
Can't go yet.
Got a curl.
Can't go yet.
Come on. Can't, no.
Well.
Okay.
Now they were looking for the tight guard. It actually comes right down, sits on top.
I like this. Okay. I like it. This is
Doesn't the other way
probably
get the
easier.
double?
Control.
Do we get the double that way?
Well, no, but you don't really need to right now.
Okay. Control.
Control.
Yeah, if you can get a nice buried rock.
Yeah. Okay. You got it, Grady.
You got it. Good control.
Whoa.
Close.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, so.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're down, so it
Oh,
shouldn't
I know,
roll
it's
too
got to
bad.
curl.
Looking for the hit and roll.
Okay.
Makes the hit. The roll's going to
Good,
go
good
out
shot,
past
Brady.
the guard, but does hang on for bite of the 12-foot.
Do we hit that?
I think you hit the open one, right?
Yeah, I think you have
Probably
to. Hit and roll in behind that corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have any choice.
No.
No.
Do you want to
can't.
throw firm?
Whatever you
I
like.
wouldn't mind rolling all the
do
way
like
across
that there.
to the center line even and not sitting behind that corner.
There's always a choice, though. You could throw the guard and decide you were going to play the steal
Go
this
hard
end.
for the steal. Yeah, a lot of teams will play that
or
way.
at the very least, you force the Armstrong team to deal with the middle.
Hard! No roll! No!
Okay there.
Okay. Pretty good.
Rolled past the corner guard and actually in behind those two Yellowstone staggered at the top of the 8-foot. And
Nose
yes,
is
it's
pretty
deep,
good.
but it's
Yeah,
not in a
nose
bad
is good.
spot
Nose
right
is-
now.
yeah. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Well, I think it's certainly better than sitting in behind that red
Yeah,
corner.
I think so.
That would have done nothing but help Mike's cause.
Well, it keeps the play away from those corners right now.
One more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Close.
Off. Close.
Close. Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Looking
Really
for the
gotta go
double this
hard.
time.
You're good. Good. Nice shot.
Good throw.
Nicely done.
Ready?
Dead. Nose.
Yeah.
You like this better, Jay?
Yeah, it's not bad.
A little safer. I think you can go normal there with that likely. Pretty good.
Jeff Hartung, before he called this shot, went right back to the back line, took a look at the entire house. And I think the decision to hit this on the nose is because he knows this Armstrong team doesn't mind drawing. If you actually roll in front of your own, you'd probably see them come around and freeze to it. So you want to leave that back stone open.
Stay close, though.
Didn't want to roll well over to the corner like that, though.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Now they're going around.
Yeah, I think that's the call. Yeah. Yeah. So I threw a heater on my last
Right here.
Okay. 95 for you, okay?
Yeah. Top 8, wait.
I'll try to give it to you guys.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's big life and opportunities here for the Armstrong team.
I think we're there.
Yeah, I don't really
Back
want
8.
to. We're close. Now we're back out. Little left.
Okay. Stay close, Jake. Well,
Wide open.
never mind. It's not doing anything.
I know.
You could afford to be back if you were buried, but you can see that rock has a lot of room by the guard. And
you'd have
is
been
it going to stop?
Okay, that's fine.
better off to have been short. It's probably just adrenaline and Tankard nerves, and
Jay, yeah, we got lots.
it's easy to overthrow shots in the 10th end.
You know,
Jason Krupski coming down to take a
I
look. They're going
almost
to talk
think
about
he
this.
needs
They've
to
got
go
lots of
there.
time. I don't think they called a
sort
timeout.
of, but leave it kind of in the open. Or is he tapping then? What is
Another
he-
thing you could do is this.
What about hitting the corner and rolling on?
That was
That's okay
kind
too,
of my
yeah, it's a
first
good
instinct
call.
also.
Mind you, you're
I
rolling.
don't mind that one either.
We kind of know what it's doing over
Because I know he's got that, but if he slips to the tee, maybe I got that little off or something. Okay, Jay, I like it.
You like that? I like.
You guys like the bounce? You guys like the bounce in?
We like the only thing is.
Yeah, only if I roll there.
Here, he's coming around, eh? And he's got some protection.
So while we're having the timeout, here's the shot in the 9th end by Stephen Howard.
Well, it's not a. This is not a bad shot.
He was trying to get his 2
here.
points, but shooter
like it's
rolled
really
out.
not.
1 point for Stephen Howard, make that score 7-4. Playing the 10th end.
Rolling in is awesome if you can do it. Like
yeah, if you can. I don't want to roll to there.
You want to roll.
Oh, I know. Well, then he.
You want to take this.
Then he goes and he freezes. I have to follow.
You follow.
That's all, really. Do you guys?
What do you want to throw? If you go here, he's just going to go here.
Do you guys sooner feel? Do you feel better about the hit and roll in?
That's high. He's got a.
What do you? What do you want to throw? You're throwing the rock. You like the hit better?
What do you
think? Then throw what you want.
Okay.
For me, it makes no difference, actually. Let's go there then. Jason, you're normal then, though. You're going to be normal. That's the same spot we played the in off.
Okay.
And I was middle, remember? And we hit it real thin.
It's always a good skip. You have to remember.
Same place.
All the little details out there. But I think you have to treat this red corner guard as if it's practically in the rings. I mean, it's there for a split to sit second and third. Like, it's, to me, a tremendously dangerous rock. I know you're behind the tee and there's another corner, but I think you have to minimize your trouble or potential difficulty.
You're down.
They are playing across the face to roll in.
Whoa.
Oh, got a curl.
No.
You're
ready. It's going to have to be you, Chad, if it's anybody. It's a little full. Oh. Okay.
Just gets the nose hit, stays right there.
Well, gives
changes the color of that guard, but that's it.
Gives the Armstrong team another chance to get around the corner. Pick whichever one you want to go around.
Well, you know, they went around the other one the last time. I'm thinking that's probably the same one they're going to play around, although they didn't get the line they were looking for on the last one.
Mind you, he was quite heavy.
True.
Okay, what do we think would be in here?
Draw. Probably come around, hey?
Still, as we've talked about, it's always a difficult shot when you're trying to come across for that roll that Jason tried, but we haven't seen Jeff do an awful lot of those inside-out shots.
You know, I think I don't see Mike. Mike is not on the surface right now.
Yeah.
Line should be close. Maybe Mike just forgot he went to just go to the washroom. Thought the game's over. Sit down, take a shoe.
Well, we have seen a player with, we think was perhaps the stomach flu or food poisoning.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he told the team what was going on. They do have lots of time on the clock, so not a huge issue that way.
They could have called a medical timeout. We don't know if the time clock has stopped.
Well, here he comes.
Got some jokes to tell?
When he asked if he had time, I think I misunderstood what he was going to do.
That's kind of funny.
Well, the clock is running.
All right, let's go around the corner. Okay?
He's still got 8 minutes. He could have stayed.
He had lots of time.
So, yeah.
I hope he finished the paperwork.
All right, so a bit more weight, eh? What'd you get on that one?
81.
Okay. Yeah, I got low 80s as well.
So playing the come around again on the higher of the two corner guards. Same shot.
Okay.
Garrett Springer that he tried on his last one, and he was heavy on the first one, and
sweepers are nowhere near again.
We're off. Can you freeze? It's even more, eh?
Yikes.
If anything, more weight on this one. Does come down and touch that stone. Does he have second shot? And that matters.
I think he might.
Yeah, but quite a bit.
Yeah, by lots. Not even close.
Well, I guess let's just bounce it out of there. Well, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
There.
Well, it'd be nice to bounce both those red rocks if you can, so that you don't. Looks like you can still sort of come up to that back one that's out of the rings, but in play.
Could
still outcount that little biter on the side. So.
But if you just hit this one on the nose, you can't do that.
But then you've given him something to still back into.
But it's out in the open.
Open is good.
Take out against it, Jason.
What's that?
Take out beside it. Yeah, for sure.
You're in, Chad.
Looks like J.Hartung throwing the big weight, maybe trying to get both of those red stones and spin up on a play.
Hard, Chad, go! Go, Chad, bounce it away.
He's got the one, gets the other, but the shooter's going to stay right there.
Yeah.
Needed to be just a little bit thinner. He actually could have spun right out over the top.
Yeah, that was...
Thanks for helping me out.
Do you like this turn?
I think so. We've seen this turn so much more than the other. I've seen this a lot, so yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Mike Armstrong going to play the freeze to the shot stone. And I think this comes down to wanting to make sure you have a chance to score. You could play the freeze to the back one. You'd actually be part way in behind cover, but then J.Hartung comes down, sits in the 8-foot anywhere, and you're not going to have a chance for two anyway.
Line's good. Really close.
You lock a really good freeze on here. If J.Hartung not able to get it out, you'd be able to get your two. If he does get it out, this is a similar draw to what you're going to throw with your last one to get the extra end.
Just freeze. We're there. Okay, whoa then. Whoa. Just here. Whoa. We're all there. Go!
Yeah, whatever.
Jeff, here a little bit of an opening there.
We're fine with that again. I'll be
just that little bit of an oversweep. Tough judge, though. I mean, that was.
Yeah, they never really had the line they needed either to get the dead freeze.
Like nose is good too. I'm just saying, like it's okay. Nose is okay.
Like nose is great.
Yeah, you know, Mike Armstrong's had a couple of problems with hits today, and I think if you nose hit this, you're full 4-foot. He might play a hit at it, and of course you roll out, the game's over.
Well, even we just saw the last draw, even if it just pops off just a little bit, if he tries to draw down to it. So I think sitting here on nose puts maximum pressure on Armstrong's last shot.
Well, he gets them both rolling a bit, so sits 4, but Mike Armstrong just needs a little better than a full 12. And get into an extra end here.
Okay, we're in there for it, guys.
He's made every draw.
You get a time on that one?
I heard the sigh there from J.Hartung, and he did want to hit that on the nose for sure. He said he's made every draw.
.405, that's a little bit lighter split than what he's been throwing, but they're not panicking here. It's running nice, straight and quickly down here.
Just keep it clean. Yeah.
Just needs a little better than full 12 to pick up his single point.
Good throw.
Will come to rest in the back 4-foot, picks up the single point, and we're headed to an extra end in our feature game.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel.
Well, just one game left to be decided. Our feature going to an extra end. We'll quickly recap all of the scores here in Thursday afternoon's Draw 4.
Yes, Ryland Kleider's team, just out of Junior Nationals, defeated Brent Geddick from the Estevan Curling Club 10-3.
And we see here on sheet 2 that Brady Kendall ran the Howard team out of Rocks. So final score 7-4. Brady Kendall over Howard. And here it is.
3-point lead coming home, and with that double,
they were a handshake.
I almost want to see that replay one more time. I'm not so sure he didn't rub that redstone on the way by.
Close going by the guard,
really
wasn't it?
Moving on over to sheet 4, we saw Lloyd Fell's last shot there for a single point to win his game there in the B event, 6-4, fell over dice. These are all B games out here today. And back to our sheet for our extra end, for our second extra end game of the day.
And there'll be no rest for the winner of this game. They go right back on at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be a great draw tonight. We've got our A semi-finals coming up with Jason Jacobson playing Josh Height, and Myers is playing Keltoff. And then we're going to have a couple of these B games going on. The winner of this game is going on to play J.Hartung. And we already know that Lloyd Fell is playing Scott Comfort.
And I thought it was particularly interesting there, Susan, when you mentioned Myers playing Keltoff. You didn't mention the first names of either of the skips there.
Exactly. I'm learning my lesson.
You would. I was sure it was going to be
Lyle
Kevin
Myers
against Lyle.
Playing Kevin Keltoff.
You have no idea. How close.
That scared me a little bit. High or pop?
Yeah, high.
Okay.
Well, a nice high guard to start the end.
Pretty good. Yeah, real nice.
Line's good.
Got room. There.
Doesn't need a berry.
I think we're there.
Doesn't matter.
We're there.
Line's real good. Yeah.
I think me again.
You're just going. This does not need to berry. This does not need to berry.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Sit. Nice, Chad.
And now another guard right around.
A little more juice.
Not in the house. Just lining them up.
Great first guard by Jake here. It was
Line's good.
just over over the guard line or the hog line there that gives them lots of room to put this second rock in.
Where's the guard? Good line,
Just
still.
a 2.
Like, keep going, then go, go, go. Both of you, yep. Get her to the sign. Yep.
Yeah, hard guys. Go,
You want to get as much separation as possible, and you want to get right under that one.
Really good.
Something like that.
Good shot.
Try to get right to it.
Yeah, I think
Probably the other turn. Yeah.
You want to come the same way?
It doesn't really matter. It curls enough either way.
Yeah, I think so, Chad.
Yeah, I just
Probably
played it.
nice just to throw the same thing again.
Line's same.
Just for speed.
Same line.
got a little less.
No less.
I didn't. I didn't.
Got a little bit more space.
Line's getting better.
Okay, weight's there.
Line will get good.
Line's really good.
Weight's all there.
Line's getting good. Easy, easy. Whoa, Chevy.
Weight's there.
Whoa, Chevy.
It's all there.
Whoa, Chevy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Just a little heavy, comes down, spins off that stone. Both the yellows just in front of the tee line right now, but there's a pocket formed.
Hair deep and exactly that, a nice pocket. If you're Armstrong, you're kind of liking this.
There wasn't too much of a sweep on that rock, but it was just enough to get that little tap out to the half open.
Let me ask you this question, ladies. You're going to see the freeze attempt here, regardless of how this is made. Expect J.Hartung's going to play appeal, but those two rocks aren't dead lined up. You actually could, if you wanted to, just peel the one that's tighter to the house. That long guard off center and very high. Do you even worry about trying the double peel, or do you just peel the tighter one?
That's a good question. The thing about the double peel is that the red is coming back into these ones. So
but we have seen earlier how they could get around with a fairly solid board weight rock that was around those high guards, so that it does limit the weight you want to throw at something, but it wasn't as harmful a couple of ends ago as what it may appear. But no fooling around here. Go for the double.
If you're close to the double, I don't think it's coming back. They're too straight for that. It'll go over the top. But you could just peel the tighter one, knowing that you'll have a shot from the intern side, even if that high guard's there at the end of the end.
Guard, or we can do the same thing.
Okay. Oh, whatever you like. We have to make that eventually, or maybe.
I think we guard now.
We can throw the same. Yeah, it's up to you, Mike. Go talk to him.
I don't mind same. If we get a good angle, we can just guard after that. But just come down quick. I have lots of time.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know. He just threw it. That's the kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's the reason I don't mind him just doing this exact same. You can just weld it right there. You don't really want to bump it. Anything really bump, just a hair.
I like that. Just to nestle it and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Same weight.
Okay.
Yeah. T-line. Same weight. Okay. T-line. Nose are just a hair high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little tap.
I like the call. I'll tell you why. You keep throwing guards and you give them time, chance after chance after chance to make the double peel, and if they ever make the double peel, now your little tap, you still have a chance to blast everything.
Line's good.
You make this good once. Yes, they're going to peel the guard, but you're guarding the winning point for the rest of the end.
Yep. Line's going to get good.
Well, that's your decision, and which is easier to keep replacing the guard perfectly or making the tap when you've got the chance.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Didn't get the line they were looking for, but still leaves them in a pretty good spot.
Shoot. Pretty good.
I think J.Hartung's still going to have to look at peeling the guard, but
I think so.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's much
like
you can do to try to pick anything else with it.
I don't think so.
And boy, that's not good.
What about this? Driving this.
Onto that and rattle some stuff out of there. It's not a bad plan, yeah.
Even
it's a good plan, but
I mean, the only other thing you could have normally done would be to take that with it, and then this isn't froze to anything. Hit that on the nose. The only thing is you're still stuck with the center guard.
Yeah.
I like kind of trying to clip it.
Yeah.
I don't mind that, Jay. Okay, that's good. Peel.
Recognizing how his own shot rock is the biggest problem out there right now.
Of it for sure.
This guard is the second biggest problem.
He's trying to run it back.
Okay.
As long as he rolls the shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the shooter.
Yep.
Hard.
Really hard.
Hard. Hard.
Really hard, Jay.
that's not.
Okay, that's not bad.
All right.
All right.
Guard this side.
Right here. Okay.
You know,
want to go up higher?
it's still probably better than it was.
Even
I like
Well,
it
it's
too.
got the outturn draw to the button
You've
now.
got the outturn draw to. All you'll need right
Like, what's
now
wrong
is
with
full
this?
4-foot.
nothing.
Yeah, I like that.
Just double peel.
And really, it was looking like
Okay.
you weren't going to have anything
Oh, yeah.
to shoot at. So
There for a while.
Either
I
way,
don't
he
mind
has
the
the
threes.
yellow onto it there.
Pretty good.
Worst
right
case,
there.
you've got your own right now to run in if you needed to.
I
think I like a little deeper.
Okay, sorry?
So, 2.5, 3. Okay. As long as you tuck a piece around the yellow's good.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, trying to take away that run.
Weight's really good.
Okay. Line's good right now.
Line's good right now.
Grady, stay down.
Grady in.
Line's
good.
Grady, stay down.
We're there.
Okay, where are you? So you're over
Top
curling.
12.
You're getting really close to this guard, so.
Okay, top 12.
You're really over
We're
curling.
top 12.
Okay.
Can you tick it?
No. Just
Yeah, bring it to third at least. Hard, hard.
As long as, no, you're fine.
We're there,
you're
Garrett.
over curling. Okay, that's fine, Garrett.
Okay.
Well, the run might be there to get all three of them moving.
Hair high.
Just a hair. And it's a lot of good things will happen there. Like that?
Yeah.
Quick spot, I think. But you're really good for weight out of your hand.
Yeah.
Hard.
Really gotta go.
Really hard. Really hard.
Takes the hit on the guard.
Okay.
He'll pick one of the reds out of the 4-foot.
Good.
Did move the center guard away.
Center is well off the center, or the guard is well off the center line now.
Yeah, thing is, now it's blocking your draw for the out turn. Draw the button.
Well, but you're going to have two shots
we
right
gotta
now.
guard
You've
this
got
one.
I think so.
the open hit on the rock and the 4-foot. You've got the double.
Is that touching 4-foot?
Leave
the
him
rock
this.
and the 8
That's full 8.
that
This is almost full 4.
rock full 12 in the back
We
could
leave
still
him
come into
this,
play.
That might be your winner.
That's fine. I think we guard the middle one.
He'll probably might even try and slash
Yeah,
it
exactly.
off, so
I don't think they'll play the in off.
yeah. Probably up here.
Okay. Bit less.
2.5. Okay. Okay, hair tight.
What?
Grady.
Hard guys. Hard guys. Go. Go, 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 go.
Line's good.
Get it at 2.
Brusher's really jumped this out of his hand. They might be feeling it's a little bit light.
Hard, gotta be tighter.
Well, he was heavy on a couple of those
Hard,
draws
no,
there,
don't
intense
switch, don't
overs.
switch,
He
don't
has
switch.
to pull it back a little bit here.
Gotta go. Gotta
Okay,
curl.
easy. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Really good. Nice shot.
That's a very good
spot.
sweeping.
Good sweeping.
Pretty much have to, Jay. You try and get it on this side a little bit.
Really nice. That's a good spot.
Again.
Good throw.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I
if
mean,
Jason hits what he
like,
sees,
even
he
if you-
doubles
I'm
those
not
two
saying
out.
you're
But
good side.
I think he's
don't know
running
if
the
you ended up
guard.
doing that like you did before.
Yeah.
Still not the end of the.
With the end, right?
Well, we got to take there though.
You can try to get them all
That's
running the guard.
good.
But
Yeah,
the
you
guard's
certainly
actually probably
can.
the more dangerous stone.
no, I agree totally.
Okay, boys.
And he
see if I
hits
can
what he
make one
sees
for
of the
you.
back one,
Yep,
or
you
at
got
that
this.
angle, and you get all three.
Just a little snug on that last one. Okay.
Close, close. Whoa,
No,
whoa,
no, never.
whoa, whoa.
Never, no, never.
Roll the shooter.
No,
net.
no,
Roll the
never.
shooter. It's there.
It's gone.
Way out there.
A little different throw. You can just see he's a little firmer with the in-turn release, maybe back just a smidge.
What do you like?
So I think the Armstrong team has called their timeout now. They're going to discuss how they want to play these last two, and part of this might come down to what do you think J.Hartung is going to do if you guard again? Will he play the in-off?
Oh, like the hit and roll. That's what he would try, right? If we guard that, he's either trying to run or the hit and roll. Yeah. Do you like guarding this one again, or do you want to like guard this one and try let him do the slash, and then even if he makes a slash, you draw around to here again? I don't hate that.
I think we guard this one. And if he tries to hit and roll,
He makes a hit and roll. What do you do?
Yeah, if he makes a hit and roll perfect, then
You're leaving him a tough shot though. Even
If he doesn't
like
make
if
it
we
perfect.
guard this one, he's trying this, right?
yeah, and if he makes it good, then we have to make a good
Then
draw.
we have to make the draw here.
Over there, yeah.
Like
That's not bad.
I don't hate. It's whatever you feel comfortable throwing, I guess. If you
like
want to
this
have
is our
this
best
draw,
rock
that's good.
because no matter what happens, like we can always draw around this one too.
Yeah,
back forth.
yeah, you're right. Or tap it or whatever.
This is almost a guard for us.
It's just that he can't make that, which I don't even know if he'll try it.
do that either. Yeah,
I
I think we guard.
I think we guard this here.
I don't think he's gonna do that right now. Same as I give you there. Same line as you. It's
we'll
pretty
find
good.
out.
Like where it ended up.
Yeah,
I like
but
that.
I think that was the key point of that discussion
Yeah.
is what do you think J.Hartung will do
Yeah.
if you don't guard this stone? So he's going to guard the center one, and we'll see whether Jeff will play for the hit and roll under.
Hey, Mike. 450.
Yeah.
It looks like you got a bit of room right now.
Line's good.
Jake, you're close, I think.
Line's good. Okay, why are you
Just for weight.
Don't switch.
Line's good.
Switch.
Grady in?
Okay.
Yeah, Grady can go in.
No, Jake.
Nope.
Jake.
Okay, right here, right here. Right here, Jake.
Hard.
Okay, easy. It's curling. It's curling.
Really
Easy.
good.
Whoa. No.
Whoa.
Nice shot.
Good throw.
Really good.
So it makes the guard. And I'll tell you what.
This is not.
Or ripping one.
We're going to take it now, you guys.
Jeff's going to call his timeout.
You want to do that?
Well,
I think he's playing the hit and roll all day because even if you roll
The
out.
only problem with this, I'm not rolling very far, but I still would like to drill that in there and get them all. Is really what I'd like to do.
Thing is, if we know.
I'm getting pretty tight in there, Jay. If I know it's going to be tight anyway, but the thing is he doing this on his last? Is he going right to the top of the button?
Well, then you might have that.
That's what I'm thinking. But if I don't make a good roll now, we're really hooped.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. I kind of still like drilling this thing.
I do. I agree with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I don't. I think if you roll out, how does he even get to the button?
Well, the thing is, if the roll, if you know, and he knows, then we're
really,
and
then that out turn's tough because the guard is there.
Nothing left
We're playing with such a small house that way. I like drilling that in there, Jay. I really do.
Yeah. I like it.
Give me right. Like I should be able to roll quite a ways.
There.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, we know one thing for sure. Jeff won't be light.
No more, if anything, a hair less.
And of course, the angle's still there. He could get all three of the reds.
Keeping it warm, eh?
I must have figured the game was over after 10. You guys like that, or should we take just a touch less? Just a touch less, Jay.
We want to catch it a little high, right?
I think so. Okay. But that's good the way, I think he's good where he is, actually.
Yeah. Hard.
Go!
Really got to go. Hard.
Well, they call the brush on right away. Makes the hit.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad, actually.
Takes the stone off the top of the 8-foot, and with the shooter rolling to the other side of center, at least for J.Hartung, you know you're going to have some kind of a shot. Decision time for Mike Armstrong. Do you guard that?
Just a little bit tight, like not gross.
Yeah, we can make him throw a double too, right?
He's going to want to hit over draw, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So
we could just
throw a guard
then?
Why don't we throw a 3, and if we slip in.
Like this is
Let's go for fully guarding. If line's not going to be great.
What turn do you want
for
guard?
I think same turn.
Well, if you're guarding, just go quite a bit wider.
Wow.
Hey? Yeah, I had you here. You probably need edge.
So we're straight guarding.
You split center last time.
Yeah, I like edge. Yeah, I think edge is good. Here.
So they want Jeff to draw on his last one.
If they get the guard, I don't see that there's going to be a path for the draw. He's going to have to run something.
The same weight, hey?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be much different out here.
No. Straight guard.
Depends how high up it is.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Might as well be tighter.
Fully guarding the red, right? That's what we're going for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 is good.
Line's good.
Hair more.
Hair more weight.
Weight should be good.
3's okay.
Grady right now. Grady now.
Stay down, Grady.
Go bit, Grady.
Stay down, Grady. Yep.
Like we're at 3.
That's fine.
2,
Okay, I think we're gonna over curl. Can you bring it to 12 or no?
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Okay. Well, we're gonna over. No, you're good. You're sitting. Okay. Okay.
Sit.
Well,
this is where that little counter at the back of the 12-foot.
Yeah, it is, because he's definitely left him a piece of that rock. They kind of got caught in between there, and there was a bit of a question asked, but nobody really gave a definitive answer. If you knew you were going to over curl, you bring that a foot deeper. He can't just pick this out. He would have still had to play the double. For J.Hartung, I don't even think you can see enough of that stone to jam it on the back when it's...
Yeah, no, it's hit what you see. And
you hit it, you win.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Clean,
Yep.
Chevy,
Yep.
yep.
Yep. Hard.
Well, the call was clean early. This made a move. Is he going to get by the stone at the front? Does. Plenty of room by the one at the back, and J.Hartung will pick up the single point here. He picks up the win in the extra end. Now that great game goes right down to the wire, and even has to play one extra. J.Hartung will move on in the B event and play
Very
later
shortly.
this evening. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they'll have first practice here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Kim Hudson has made her way down to ice level, and we're going to see if we can get a word with Jeff. He's making his way down to the far end now. Well, an exciting game, and you can see the crowd just filing out now. A lot of them stayed all the way till the end. Of course, the local connection here with the Hartung team.
That's right. Langenberg's just up the road a little way, so I'm expecting a big crowd out tonight to watch the Hartung clan all curl.
And Jeff is with Kim now. Kim?
Yeah, I have Jeff here. That was a game of patience.
Wow, Kim, you know, we gave up the 3 so early there, and almost 4 in the first, but you know, we talked about it. If you do it so early like that, you still have 9 ends to go to work your way into it, but yeah, it took a lot.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Great patience. You guys showed a lot of fortitude there. Interesting extra end. This blast shot wasn't quite as bad as it could have been.
Absolutely. If he guards it perfect, like, I'm not sure where we go, or if we have a hole even to get through. Maybe we're tapping something in there or trying to maybe run the double. So yeah, we would have got small house for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you have about 20 minutes to get ready for the next game. You know who you're playing?
I think they told me I'm playing my sons, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully we got enough fuel in the tank for that one.
All right, good luck, you guys.
Hey, thanks, man.
And that concludes this draw. We're going to be back with you at 7 o'clock for A semifinals, and we'll have a couple of B event games in the middle. You can watch that on CurlSask.ca. We'll also be available live on SaskTel Max.